I'm muting.
Pocket lights. Yeah, right.
I'm muting y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let me stop.
Soprano.
Uh. Okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome. How are you? Let's see. What do we got here? What do we have here?
Trying to sign into Brownstone.
All right, guys. Hi. Welcome, everybody. So, listen, I am learning. So, I have a new camera. Can y'all tell? Can you tell I have a new camera? You know how you could tell that I have a new camera? Because I am clear. I am clear. That's number one. And then number two, I'm still learning how to use it. So you can literally see like my kitchen, right? So I'm going to be moving the tripod throughout this entire experience. And I'm going to start turning on some music. We're going to get here and have a great time. But let's talk really quick, shall we? Welcome to the Brownstone, everybody. Let me say that again. Welcome to the Brownstone, everybody. I'm Paulette. I am a part of Brownstone Worldwide, where the premise of what we do is based upon changing the narrative of who we are. And it is our responsibility to change the narrative of how we tell our stories our way. Now that we've got all of the nice little formalities out of the way, let me also put this out here as well. We are Brownstone Worldwide. We are a media company that helps individuals of the urban diaspora. Did you hear how I said that? Of the urban diaspora have an opportunity to get global visibility using our media platforms, which are brownstoneworldwide.com. We also have the Brownstone Podcast Network, which houses KCCRthebrownstone.com. We also have the app of the same name. We also have an app called K-Zoe, the Breath of Life, which is a faith-based platform. And we also have Tina, that is our Cityscape app for those of you all who are looking to talk directly to your constituents and you're in specific political spaces. So it's a great place for you to be. We also have, lastly, Brownstone Living magazine. And so what am I doing here today? I am getting you guys ready in my kitchen for the block party. So here's a truth moment. Because see, what I like to do is tell the truth. Y'all, I've been busy all week. You know how it is? And somehow you are a part of the committee that does all of the things that need to be done for the block party to be successful, right? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about a block party. Let's have some fun. Let me tell you why. Because I have to clear off my kitchen counter. That's how truthful this is. I am so busy. Our very first hour together today is going to be about preparing your kitchen to do what you need to do. Y'all know what I'm talking about? A little bleach here, a little bit of this, and I got a little bit of that, and I got a little, you see what I'm saying? So you're going to have to hang with me, but we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to have some people come and hang out with us. We're going to be doing a watch party tonight and watching actually one of the shows called What's for Brunch with Power Diva Satanya Payne and also Nikita Carter from Exhale Central, Georgia, which is a part of Power to Exhale. And these beautiful sisters and Brownstone Worldwide decided to get together and to do a fundraiser to help raise serious funds for a scholarship fund. That is what tonight is about. You're going to get an opportunity to literally find out how to donate. Listen, we're here to take all donations. I don't care if it's 50 cents. You got 50 cents? We'll take it. We sure will. Okay. We're here to help raise funds for two amazing college students, two young ladies to head out to college. Now, while we're here tonight, I actually have like a little schedule of what we're going to be talking about tonight and listening to what we're going to be cooking tonight, because I took some advice from some of you guys. We're going to be talking about how do you prepare for your block party. I need you guys to talk to me. Tell me what's going on. And I actually brought my laptop in here so I could kind of see what's happening. All right, so let's see what y'all talking about over here. Hey, Tanya. Oh, she's tagging people. She's tagging people. This is awesome. Listen, we also have a couple of lunch and learns that you guys are going to get an opportunity to see as well, too. So we have Tamia Banks, amazing sister with a beautiful boutique. We got an opportunity to talk to her, and we just had a really good time. Y'all, listen, so cute. We had a great time. And I'm really honored to be hanging out with these sisters and what they're putting down. Here's the reason why, because at the end of the day, it does take a community of people to come together to take care of our children. Our children need us. They need us to be a part of what's happening in their lives, getting ready to go to college. Once they get in college, how do they stay there? That's if they want the help now, right? But if they're willing to get the support that they need, we should be able to support them. And I want to tell you my story, okay? But the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to, hey, Nikita, how are you? Good to see you. Y'all see my kitchen. Y'all see my cooking oil, honey, and all the good stuff in here. Yes, Incredible Edibles Parker. Ooh, I have an idea because I'm already knowing that that's one of the people that's going to be preparing the food for the event. We're going to talk about that too, y'all. But the first thing that we're going to do here is thanks for tagging people, Satanya. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to cook. Let me tell you what we're cooking today. I took some advice from some of my folks here in another group that I'm a part of. Shout out to Traffic Sales and Profit. And the first thing that we're going to do is, while I prepare, I need about 2 minutes, y'all. Let me tell you why. So I can adjust this daggone camera, get some music going. And I have to be careful. Remember this. We cannot play copyrighted material. I said it right too. So we're going to find some urban music to play in the background. And then we're going to get this party started. What am I preparing today? I am preparing ribs. We're going to make some ribs in the oven because I'm not going outside. It's too hot. It's too hot. It is. Okay. And something else that we're going to be making is a very quick homemade pound cake using a regular box cake. It is the easiest, most simple recipe. It will blow your mind. It should be for every block party that you have. And lastly, one of the things that my son absolutely loves is macaroni and cheese. Yeah, I'm going to be making some macaroni and cheese, and I am not going to be making it from a box. How about that? We're not going to be making it from a box. So I'm going to be making it using a roux. Some of you guys are familiar with that. And we're going to put that in the oven. The oven is already on. And then we're also going to make some cracked grapes. We're going to put those in the freezer. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this is because I listened to what you all said. Then we're going to make us a little punch. And we're not talking about the kind that you get, you know, the little sippy kind. Okay. Because if that were the case, I would already be in the bed. So we're not going to do that. Okay. So that's number one. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the very first commercial for this evening. And then we're going to come back. We're going to start talking about college. We're going to talk about scholarships. We're going to talk about funding and what impact it has on our young women when they're trying to get ready to go to college. Okay. All right. So you guys, first things first, let's talk about our affiliate program with Brownstone Worldwide.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Brownstone. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Paulette, and I'm a part of Brownstone Worldwide, which houses, of course, you guessed it, brownstoneworldwide.com, KCCR The Brownstone, the podcasting app, and, of course, Brownstone Living Magazine. Guess what, folks? Do you see that sucker behind me? That is our affiliate program, and it is launching today. So listen, if you're interested in making extra money online, the Brownstone Worldwide Affiliate Program is an official affiliate program that is going to offer you 20% commission on each sale and monthly recurring revenue for each continued subscriber to what? Brownstone Living Magazine. Guess what, folks? That's going to absolutely add up, especially if you have a way to get that link to all of the people that you want to get it to. There's so many different ways that you can do it, right? Now, the best part about it is that there is no prior experience that's necessary. Anyone can become an affiliate to the Brownstone Living Affiliate Program. Signing up is easy. Once you do, all you have to do is grab your unique links and start sharing that with your network and social media and your emails and with your family and your friends and anybody else that you want to help live the Brownstone lifestyle the way that we're doing it with Brownstone Worldwide. Super easy to do. This program actually is going to provide you with links and creatives to share in a variety of different ways so you can easily meet the goals that you set for yourself. Super, super simple. Now, every sale that's actually made through your unique link means a commission for you. Yeah, for you. It's a simple way to earn some extra cash for yourself or for your business if you're trying to offset a cost or pay off a credit card or just have some extra cash on hand. You can sign up by actually what? Scanning that QR code right there or using the link in my bio, right? It's going to say Brownstone Worldwide Affiliate Program. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make some extra cash for yourself. And guess what, folks? There are more ways to generate revenue through the affiliate program that are coming down the pipe. Get in now, and start earning some extra cash.
All right, folks. If you are interested in finding out how you can get in and get some extra cash, this is a really great way to do that. So y'all, I'm looking at myself and I'm looking over here, right? Because I'm really not used to this yet. So y'all bear with me. What I'm going to be doing is finding something for us to listen to, because again, we have to be careful while we're preparing the food and talking about college and stuff like that, that we're not playing copyrighted material that, you know, we love to hear on the radio. Otherwise, it'll be completely blocked and we'll be shadow banned for this particular episode. And we absolutely do not want that. So with all that said, let's see what happens when we get connected. Let me find some soul, some urban soul. Praise the Lord, saints. Now, see, I would play a mix, but I even have to be careful with that, right? So I'm going to play some, oh, I know. Y'all don't want to know what I've been looking up. So why y'all didn't tell me, listen, why y'all didn't tell me that vinegar and salt and dishwashing liquid actually kills the weeds in your garden? How come nobody told me that? I'm feeling a little lost. Okay, so let's do R&B, copyright free music. There we go. R&B instrumental, copyright free. No, I don't want that. Y'all like, would you get started? No. R&B, copyright free. I want to make sure we are background. Let's see. Instrumental. Let's do this. Let's do instrumental. And copyright free music. All right, let's start here. And let's get it going. No non-copyright. Okay, here we go. Because I'm ready to get started.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk a little bit about okay, that's perfect. Okay, so listen, XL Central Georgia, a beautiful group of sisters right here in the Central Georgia area. We have Power to Exhale, which is literally a global organization. And what we're going to be doing a little bit later, once we take another break, is we are going to be talking to Power Diva Satanya Payne. And we're also going to be sharing with you guys the show. It's called What's for Brunch. And KJ?
What's going on, y'all?
So y'all, this is KJ. That one's mine. You gonna stick beside it? Yeah, I'm gonna stick beside him. Okay.
He's
wearing his shirt today, y'all. It's rare. It's rare. All right. So let's talk about college. Okay. I'm gonna share with you my story of how I ended up just my undergrad now. Okay, because we could go on and on and on, but let's talk about undergrad. So I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my undergrad was at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Sound like a PWI? Because it is, y'all. Okay, we have folks that had never been to school with African-American children. Okay, they wanted to know if all the black girls had tails. True story. So they would try to walk in on us and stuff like that when we were, taking showers and stuff. Now, I don't know what they thought. I guess my tail was up top. I don't know. However, those were some of the things that we dealt with. Now, I, at the time, was a ward of the state. Okay, that meant that I had been adjudicated early. Okay, so by the time I was 17 years old, I was actually living on my own. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to make sure that I had somewhere to live. The problem was that there was not enough financial aid coming in for me to live on campus. So I had to get a job, a work study job on campus in the cafeteria. Let's talk about how awful it was. It was terrible. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember going to college and not having enough money? Y'all remember that?
That was ingrained in the college experience.
It what, Lamont?
That was ingrained in the college experience.
It was ingrained in the college experience that there was not enough money. But let me tell you what it did. A couple of things that it did was I had to find creative ways to make money, okay? One of the ways that I did that was I braided hair. So I've been braiding hair since I was 15, 16 years old. Many of us actually have that skill. It's just a natural thing. And I braided hair. That was one way. And another was I would make deliveries on campus for the college professors so that I could make extra cash. I did not know that there were things like scholarships available to me. Let's talk about that. True story. I got my Pell Grant. And matter of fact, because I was a ward of the state, that was all I got were grants. Okay. And I had a huge grant. This was back, y'all. Let's talk about this. Remember when, so Tanya says, absolutely. Remember when you would get so much money back? Y'all, oh, this is a true story. I got like $5,000 back my freshman year. My very first year in college, after all of my tuition was paid and all of my books were paid for, I had $5,000 left over. But now that had to be used for food, for housing, and all of that. So because of my current situation, I had to live off campus and take the number 22 to the campus at UW-Milwaukee until I could get on campus. And when I finally was able to get on campus, the majority of my money was gone because I had to come up with first month's, last month's, and at least 3 months worth of rent because I was a college student. Okay, this landlord didn't know me from a can of paint. And I had, by all accounts, a one-room apartment. And so y'all see my counter over here? I had a stove that was like literally the half of this stove here. And it came with its own pots and pans. It came with one plate, one fork, one saucer, one mug, and a glass. That's what it came with. And I was paying $450 a month to live near, I lived on the east side of Milwaukee at the time. And that was so that I could be close enough to get to class. That was in 1988. Wow. Wait, I just said that was in 1988 and 88. Let's talk about that. So I'm taking you all down this lane because I want you all to hear my story and why I wish someone had told me the things that we're doing now for young women and for students overall. So I was living on campus eventually. It took about 6 months for me to get on campus. So by the middle of the second semester, I was on campus. Okay. And they were just starting to change some of the laws and rules that were in place for students like myself who happened to be a ward of the state. So I wasn't going to be getting as much monetary support from the state anymore. And so I had to get an SEOG and a plus loan. Y'all remember those? How many of y'all still paying on your loans? How many of y'all? Some of y'all still paying on your loans. We're going to tell you how much loan I got. Because, of course, what did I do? I didn't stop. I ended up going to graduate school. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about and start cooking. We're going to turn this camera around here in just a minute. And we're going to start washing some dishes and getting the kitchen ready, right? So that we can start cooking. All right. Now, one of the other things that I recall was that, again, I had an advisor. Y'all, I was not, so Tiger said, girl, right? So you didn't know, you didn't know what you didn't know. And let me tell you something. It's not that my family didn't know. Because of my situation, I didn't realize that I was not the first person in my family to go to college. I found out later that I am the legacy of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. That is an HBCU, okay? So my great-great-great-grandfather was one of the normal 9 from the UAPB. So they called it the normal college right back then, or the Freeman's College, okay? He was one of the first graduates of that college. And so it wasn't that I didn't know, because remember back then, let's take it back in history just a little bit. Now, this is stuff my dad told me. So back then, the one thing that they had was the federal government had put together state-run schools that were called Freeman colleges that are still in existence today. That's where you get your HBCUs from, right? So University of Arkansas Pine Bluff is one of the very first that was started right after the Civil War. And that was to start educating freedmen, hence the name the Freeman's College. They were given money to start these colleges to do what? Mechanical work, agricultural. Sound familiar? So let's talk about Florida A&M University, right? Let's also talk about University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Let's talk about the other colleges that got their name because that's what they were teaching the students, agricultural and mechanical, right? So just wanted to kind of put that out there. So these students at the time were given federal state funded funds to go to college, okay? And then that started to change. What we all know now is most HBCUs outside of our private ones like Bethune-Cookman literally don't get enough state funds. Y'all know that. If you didn't know, you know now. Hence, if you have a student like I do at an HBCU, they're having housing issues. They don't have enough resources for the students. They don't have enough scholarship funding. They don't have enough funding. And so we have a lot of students who are doing multiple things to prepare for the next semester. And they're constantly trying to figure out what the next move is, and the next move is, and the next move is to get ready for the next semester so that they can graduate on time. So rewind to me, 1989. Now I'm a sophomore, and I'm also a new mother. Talk about lack of knowledge, just out here doing dumb stuff. But I was still in college, and I still didn't know that scholarships were out there for me. I didn't know to apply for any. I didn't know that there was anything that I could do. I was literally dependent on my student loans, my job. I was working at, where was I working at when Tamika was born? Oh, I was at the cable company. So I had a full-time job and I was in college, right? So during the day, I would work, and on the weekends, I would work at KFC. This is when it was Kentucky Fried Chicken. So let me be clear. It was Kentucky Fried Chicken then, right? So I did what I had to do, and it still wasn't enough. I ended up having to move to a very small apartment so that I could continue to afford what I needed to when my firstborn was born. Until, so my situation changed just a little bit because I was already working with a group of friends who I was in college with at the time, the group called Arrested Development. So we were already headed to Atlanta, and I left school. Number one, because I really, really needed the money. It was getting harder and harder to pay daycare and do all the things that I needed to do. And so I packed up my little baby and we moved to Atlanta. And that's how I ended up here. Because I was coming to sing and make some money. Okay? And I ended up going all the way around the bend. And really, 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 here's the truth. I have never registered for, signed up for a scholarship because no one told me it was available to me. So by the time I got to graduate school to get my master's degree, there were less and less opportunities for me as an adult to get the funding that I needed. Does any of this sound familiar to y'all? Any of this? I know I can't just be talking about my own personal situation. I was not told. So single mom on her own, I'm trying to tour and make my money and come back and take a semester here, a semester there until I could get what I needed. And unfortunately, a lot of times what happens is we fall by the wayside. And then, to get that bachelor's, it takes 6 years instead of 4 or 3, right? To get your master's degree, you got to come out of school and you got to stop what you're doing so that you can life, because life is lifing all the time. And we end up in these situations where we're literally having to live and figure out how we're going to go back to school because we made promises to ourselves. We made promises to our grandparents and our parents that we were going to do something that maybe they didn't get an opportunity to do. And see, here's where we as the new folks, the new elders, have to take some kind of responsibility. We need to tell our young people what's available to them. One of the things I told my baby girl that's at FAMU right now is live your life while you're out there. Do what you need to do and enjoy every single moment of college. Do it all. Okay? And trust me, she's doing it. She came home for about 2 weeks. She was like, I think I'm going to stay back on campus for the rest of the season until I get my apartment. right? So she's a junior now. And so we're excited for her. As a mom, y'all know how it is. You don't want to, I mean, it's the truth, Satanya, it really is. So we have to get to the point where we're telling our kids what wasn't told to us. And it wasn't told to me. I didn't know what I needed in order to get what I needed. I was a single parent. There was all kind of money out there for me. I didn't know, right? Then even when I decided to go and get my doctorate, that was a totally different thing. There was money available for me. I didn't know because I was too busy lifing. And I'm embarrassed to say that because I got my doctorate in my early 40s. I should have known better, but I didn't. That's where it comes in. That's when it comes in handy for people like us, Empowered to Exhale, Exhale Central Georgia, the Divine Nine, and even us in the community, in the neighborhood, in the Brownstone. We need to be telling the truth about what it means to get the funding necessary for us to have a stress-free experience while we are in college. And that's what this is about. That's the reason why we are doing this particular block party and supporting Exhale Central Georgia with what they have going on, because no student should be so stressed out that they got to leave. They got to leave school because they got to go and work full time for a little bit. They should be able to go all the way through. At least that's what I think. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, that doesn't mean that they shouldn't go get a job. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't, try to fend for themselves and learn how to do different things. But our babies should not be giving up plasma so that they can have money in their pockets. Make sense? That's what I think. Okay, now here's what we're getting ready to do. I am getting ready to be a little ratchet. And I'm going to share with you my kitchen on today. Okay. All right. So we are going to start preparing my kitchen. This is what it looks like right now. Okay. We did a little grocery shopping today. We hung out for a little bit. I went into the office. I love my new camera, y'all. I need y'all to know I love my new camera. It's so cute. So here's what we're getting ready to do. We're going to clear out the counter. We're going to clean up, because what we don't do is hang out in a messy kitchen. That's what we don't do. And the first thing that we want to do is make sure that we get some stuff going on back here and pick up. Why did I leave it like this for y'all? Because I want y'all to know I don't have nothing to hide. Life be life. And when I tell you running Brownstone Worldwide is no joke, it's no joke. So let me also text Cullen and see if he's here, because I would literally love to bring on he and Power Diva Satanya Payne. So I am going to send her an invite. Let's see if we can get her to come on and join us. And let me see if Cullen is available. I see him here. And let's talk a little bit while I clean this kitchen. I'm going to let y'all do a little talking. If anybody else wants to join us, let me know. And I will, hang on, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just put it in the chat. So if you're in the chat right now, you should literally be able to see it. If you want to join us, go ahead and join us. How about that? How about that? Go ahead and join us. There it is right there. It's loading it right now. You can tap on that and it'll put you up on the screen, okay? And we can just kind of hang out and laugh and talk for this very first hour. And then I am going to share, let's see. Let me see. Hey, are you here? Hop on the screen. Okay. And y'all probably like, well, what about the show? You think I'm going to show that to you the first hour? No, we're not doing it. So if Satanya, Nikita, any of you guys want to join us, I put the link in the comments. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to start cleaning the kitchen, moving some stuff around, and getting started with cleaning this kitchen. Because listen, we getting ready to cook. And we got to clean the kitchen, Lamont.
We?
Yes. That was perfect.
I don't speak French. What you talking about?
You don't speak French. Oh, and let me tell you something else I'm going to do too. I am going to put the link to donate on the bottom of the screen. So hang on, y'all. I'm literally getting ready to do that right now, because y'all can donate Any dollar amount that you want. If y'all got 50 cents, like I said, we'll take it. Praise the Lord, saints. We're going to do that. And here's something else too, y'all. Y'all can order your tickets too. We want y'all to have a good time. Okay, so if you want to purchase tickets, if you cannot attend, you can still purchase tickets and we can use those as donations for people who may want to attend. So that's another thing. And we're going to be talking about the block party and what it is and what you remember about that and all of that. All right, so I'm getting ready to share on, let me put it here. Let's go. Control V. Boom, there we go. All right, so it's going to be at the bottom of the screen. And what I'm not going to do is have it scroll because it'll confuse you, right? All right, here is how you can donate today, okay? bit.ly/block party donation, bit.ly/block party donation is how you will make a donation tonight. It can be $5. Like I said, it can be 50 cents. It can be $10. Whatever dollar amount that you want to donate to this worthy cause, please feel free to do so while I prepare my kitchen. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Don't ever leave the house without drinking any water. Let me tell y'all how dizzy I got today. At Home Depot, by the way. Okay? So, I'm going to need somebody to knock these dishes out. That was a hint. Where's KJ?
I see him running right now the other way.
And I know you ain't finna wash no dishes. You too busy over there working. Hold on. Where's my other sidekick? Oh, she ain't coming either. Y'all, okay, so I'm gonna move my mangoes out the way. And I got the oven already on because let me tell you what we're not gonna do. What we're not gonna do is we are not going to waste a lot of time. The first thing I want to do is I want to get the cake in the oven. That's the first thing, okay? So I'm going to wash this down. Got me a lovely squash today. My hummus. Love my hummus. Okay? And I want to make this cake, y'all. So I'll grab a pen and paper. Hey, Cullen. How you doing? Boy, if you don't go somewhere. What are you doing?
I was hungry.
You what?
I'm hungry, girl.
You hungry, y'all.
You ain't got no food done yet.
If you don't carry on, you want Maya to come in there and be like, I know you ain't asking nobody if you ate the food ready. Listen.
Actually, I'm cooking tonight.
All right, what you cooking tonight?
I'm gonna make some steaks and some baked potato, baked sweet potato, and some salad and some wine.
Little wine.
Yeah.
Cocoa
Yeah.
wine.
Lamont said, "Little cocoa wine."
Yeah.
Well,
so I'll be in and out. I'll be in and out today. So
that's cool.
I'm gonna go to my kitchen. Huh?
Can you introduce yourself to the people?
Hey everybody, Cullen Carey. One of the co-founders of Brownstone Worldwide and Cullen's Corner.
Yes.
And want to make thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting there all the time. Like Paulette was saying, we have a really great function on August 4th. We'd love you guys to go ahead and donate. We have a donation link that right there. Any amount is great. We'd rather have it fold.
Right.
If it jingle is fine, but we'd rather have it folded. We want people to. We're trying to get as many people as possible to get the scholarship. So if you know people that are willing to go ahead and donate, they can buy tickets and donate the tickets. If you can't come, you can donate any amount, and we're going to be doing this up until the 4th.
Absolutely, yes, he is correct. This is not the last telethon. So if you didn't get paid this week, guess what?
And if you guys missed it, we had a really great Cullen's Corner last night.
Yeah.
Dr. Alvin Tillery was there. Lakia, Little was there. We had a great time. So we're going to be playing. I got some replays for y'all. I made some shorts on Brownstone Worldwide, so you guys go check it out. check out some of the video highlights from last night. I think you'll really like it. So,
yeah. Tell them about the cruise. We got a cruise.
Oh Lord. See, we have okay. So we got a cruise, y'all. We got a cruise, and it's next year from the 21st to 27th. We're gonna start sharing that. Actually, I started sharing it yesterday, so I'm going to put it on my page. Share it everywhere. The link where you can register. But the crew, we got a brand new ship straight out of Europe, and they let us have it. So it's gonna be really good, and a lot of. Hopefully we'll have some kind of entertainment for you guys. We're gonna have some podcasting. We're gonna do some live shows for you guys. We're just gonna have a good time. So definitely come and join us on the cruise. We're trying to get at least 50 people. I'm sure we're gonna get more because we want to fill that boat up. So come on. I know. Hey, it's been a while since everybody been out somewhere because of COVID. So let's do it together.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah. So y'all, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to make this really quick pound cake.
I'm about to run upstairs and start making some food myself. So I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So y'all, we're getting ready to make this pound cake. And what I've done is I have started moving some stuff around so I can share with you all the first thing. So whenever you're doing like an event, like a pound, like a party or a block party or something like this, first of all, let's talk about block parties. Listen. So the first thing is whenever you're having a block party, put in the comments what you usually do at your block party. And let's see if it resonates, whether you're from the north or the south. Because true story, Cullen and I are from Wisconsin. We went to school together, okay? And we remained really good friends, as you can tell throughout the years. So it's been really, really cool to have somebody. So I dated his best friend. And the best friend that I didn't, of course, that didn't work out. He was my high school sweetheart. So Colin and I just remained friends throughout all of these years. And one thing led to another. And here we are with an entire business, Brownstone Worldwide, with the magazine, all that. Matter of fact, he's on the cover. Let me see if I got that. He is on the cover. I don't know what makeup artist he used. Listen. But the mom was, who did he use? I don't know. Where is it at? Here's Cullen right here. He was the May issue right there. And he will be here for the block party. Okay? Because of course, I am not going to MC this by myself. He will be there. All right. And then next month, that actually drops this weekend, we have our very own Leanne Dulce. She's the host of Wake Up Happy Sis on our podcast network. She is on the cover this month, and we've actually added some new people to our platform. So we're really excited about that. But let me ask you once again, what's the first thing that you do when you're preparing for a block party? I'd love to hear what you all have to say. Let's talk about it real quick. Okay, clean up the yard first. That's right. You better clean up the yard first. Listen, I don't care if you ain't got nothing but a patch of grass and the rest is dirt. You better rake that daggone dirt. That's what
all
you
right.
better
So
do.
before I go upstairs, I want to answer this question. So what we did, we got the alcohol together. We made sure we had the food. Alcohol, food. Get a little full and tipsy. We had people roller skating in the streets. Playing Franklin Beverly, playing Gap Band, anything you want to play. We was roller skating. Had the girls hopscotching and double dutch or whatever they were playing. I mean, we had a good time. I miss those block parties. I really do.
A good block party is always the best. And so Tanya said, make sure that if you rake the dirt, that it be straight lines. Okay? So don't forget that. You got to have straight lines in your dirt. So that's number one. Did he leave again? He done left it. He jumped up and left again. Lamont's gonna get it. Go get it.
You actually got some food in front of you. This whole thing online is a tease. So you got Take a bite.
Well, he said he's cooking tonight. Maya's not cooking tonight. So they take turns. So y'all, I'm just trying to giggle the dishes. How many of y'all put bleach in your water? Don't let the smooth taste fool you. We done got down here, got the grease and stuff and everything, but you still need to put some bleach in your water. How about that? Okay, I just want this one sink to be done. And don't act like you wasn't at your big mama house and she had that one sink full of dishes where she been washing them all day. That would be me. That would be me. I just want to make sure that my counter is disinfected and stuff before we get really good and started. Because what we want to do, a lot of times, there's a committee for block parties, right? So you want to get the yard clean first. That's the very first thing that you want to do, like Tanya said. The second thing that you want to do, so Cullen said he cooked, Lamont. I don't understand what that is. So big shout out to Lamont. He's in the back, y'all. He's one of the editors here. He's hanging out with us. Hanging out. So big shout out to you, sir, for keeping us company here.
Thank you.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I am getting ready to make that pound cake. I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is. And some of y'all might already know how to do this, but I'm gonna do it and get the house to stinking. First of all, you're gonna need a bowl. You're gonna need a bowl, okay? And the next thing you're gonna need is just a regular golden butter golden what is this? Butter golden cake mix. I'm not gonna show y'all because they're not paying me to be on my screen. Okay, that part. Okay. What you say? All right, I need to be very careful what I play. Don't y'all hate that? Cause see, if I was on,
Look at plenty of independent artists who help curate the music. They need that shine.
yeah, but still, like if I play anything,
The mainstream is crap.
if I do a mix, I wonder what that. Let me see.
I think with you talking over it, it'll sort of mitigate some of that.
It'll mitigate some of that. You think so? Okay, so let me do a mix. Clean the house mix. Those are good. Clean the house mix because it's so many seconds and then it changes. So I'm just gonna put that on. Boom.
Hey.
You ready to get started? All right. Your mama always use bleach. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, so here we go. Don't forget, y'all, the link. If you want to come and you want to hang out with us on the screen, feel free to do so. The link is there for you. I'll share it again. Let me see. Okay, for the line dance. Come on now. All right, so if you want to join us, by all means, you can. So first things first, I'm going to cut open my box cake. And I'm going to be careful. You know, last time I did this, I cut myself pretty deep. All right, so box cake, we're going to put that, dump it in there.
I'm going to say do the extra slide, but I'm going to just cut this.
You should know. I want to make
Favorite
sure.
drum song in the club.
Your favorite drunk song?
Oh yeah, 1:30 in the morning. This song come on.
Okay. What is that? Clap your hands. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, wait, we're like you just don't care.
I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So y'all, all right. So here we go. Now you have your box cake, one box cake, and the oven is already preheated. Why do black folks always use 350 degrees? Why is that? Is that like the universal number? Can we please talk about that?
That's how hot it was in the fields when it was making us big.
You know what? You're going to hell. You're going to hell for that statement, bro. All right. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take one container of heavy whipping cream, heavy cream. And you're going to shake it up, of course. And you're going to literally pour this in here. So my mama used to do this. Like when we had block parties where I was coming up, you know, you call the police and make sure that everything was everything. She would be in that kitchen the night before, baby. She would have the cakes, the pies, everything. Now, you couldn't eat this for free. Right? Does anybody remember that? Am I the only one that remembers that you had to pay for your slice of pie? I don't care if it was 5 cents. You was going to pay for it.
That's a block party, right?
That's a block party. Somebody was making the popcorn balls. Somebody else was making the lemonade. And the kids had the what was it? The hot dogs and all of that, right? So you had the opportunity to support. And a lot of times an event like this was literally to raise money because somebody's rent was due. That was the whole idea. Somebody's rent was due. And we had to make sure that we helped. Because, you know, Big Earl done left again. And Lisa down there with all them babies, he done filled her up with. This would be what my mama knew. The conversations my mama knew would be having. He done filled up with all of them babies and XYZ. And so now we got to help her come up with the rent or the super gonna put her out, you know. True story. Okay. All names have been changed to protect the innocent. These are true stories, right? And so what I'm gonna do, I am going to hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop this down here. And don't forget, you guys, you can donate. The block party donation is right there at the top. bit.ly/block party donation is where you can go to donate. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so y'all can kind of see. So the next thing that we're going to be making is we're going to be making crack grapes. We're going to wash these and we are going to be making crack grapes. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that we get our cake in the oven. So I'm getting ready to make a little noise. All right, you ready? Now, here's the thing. Because we're using heavy whipping cream, you got to be careful because you be done made whipped cream and you won't be able to pour it at least into your cake tin, right? So you got to be careful with that. So here's what I do. Make a mess. I'm going to grease my glass pan, okay? And get ready. And this is Pyrex. This Pyrex. Y'all remember the Pyrex collection? Okay.
So Ghostface Killer used to always sing it.
What'd you say?
So Ghostface Killer used to always sing it.
Pyrex. All right, so here we go. We're gonna put a little oil on here. And no, we're not gonna be cooking none of that. And we're gonna line that pan. And this is going to make the quickest pound cake y'all have ever seen. How many of you all have ever used this particular recipe? Have you done that before? Any one of y'all? No? You haven't? Listen, you ain't lived until you made you a quick pound cake. I made one the other day. Was it last week? I think it was last week. It's already gone. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so you want to put that away. So toss your stuff, clean as you go. We're gonna put that away. Oh, man, let's talk about us. So you're gonna clean your yard. Who on the grill? I need to know who's on the grill. That's all I need to know. So let me get this. And anybody tell me who's on the grill? Nobody? No matter what they say about us, we ain't going nowhere. Hey, all right, so here we go. We're gonna move this out the way so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. And again, like I said, y'all, I got a new camera. I think I'm cute. For real. Let me see. Going nowhere. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Do, 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 do. Oh, gotta balance. There we go. We balanced. And there she is. Hey, ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good, y'all. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, okay? Is
Oh,
hey, ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Uh-oh, y'all. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, okay?
Well, I'm Satanya Payne. The one of two Power Divas. I'm doing well. I can
Do we
I
have
can
an
hear
echo?
feedback. Is it on my end? Yeah,
That's
I think
you.
it was on my
Do
end.
you have something?
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
let me start with just thanking you guys, Brownstone Worldwide, for what you're doing. It is amazing. You guys are pushing us to, raise our level, the bar a little bit with
Okay.
Excel Central Georgia. So we appreciate you. So
Wow.
there are a lot of members on the line right now. I don't know why they didn't come in. So I know you guys get tired of hearing me. So I wanted them to come in. So maybe they will afterwards. But I wanted to start by saying thank you. Thank you to Brownstone Worldwide for what you're doing. As you can see, I'm just in a casual mode right here, just hanging out. So I wish I was there in the kitchen because I love cake.
Girl, it's a line. Look.
So just again, thank you. Did you have any questions for me at this time? So
I do. So let's talk about August 4th and what's happening on August 4th, because that is the actual block party day. That's live. And we're
yes,
just, hanging out here tonight with again, y'all, bit.ly/block party donation. No
yes.
donation is too small. It's gonna take you to a Stripe link, and you just pay that way. And when we see those, we're gonna shout those out before we end the night. How about that?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
No donation is too small.
Correct. So let's talk about the block party. And let's talk about your scholarship fund, because this is not your first year doing it. Let's talk about that.
It is not. This is our second year, and
Okay.
the first year we that was the first time we were just getting started with Excel Central Georgia. We started the organization in April
Okay.
of last year.
Okay.
So I think the fashion show was around September, October. One of our members who has experience with fashion shows due to her daughter being in the industry. And I think she's on the line as well,
Okay.
Alexia Piercy. So she mentioned it as a fundraising opportunity.
Okay.
And of course, with us being a new organization, we went a little small, but it was successful. We achieved what we wanted to, and we had feedback from those who attended, as well as the boutiques in the area, and they asked us to do it again. So that's where we are here now.
Okay.
And due to some of the issues that we had this year in the Central Georgia area with the storms, the tornadoes, the destruction, we know that the children will be impacted by that for a long time. I know the cleanup is taking place, and pretty much the donations have stopped. So we know that there's a financial need for those who are attending colleges.
Absolutely.
And we just want to support them.
Absolutely. And so when you were in college, undergrad, what do you remember? Were you educated about scholarships, or was it like a hush hush thing?
Well, actually, I had an aunt that was pretty much like a sister. She attended Albany State University.
Okay.
So she kind of had a hand in letting me know what to expect and some avenues for funding, right? But that's because my parents, it was four of us, so I was eligible for Pell Grant. I went to school in Georgia. So my experience was a little bit different from what I'm experiencing actually with my own daughter, because she's out of state at Alabama State University. And, it's kind of a catch-22. We go to college to do better, to buy things for our children and give them a better life. But when it's time for them to go to college, if they have scholarships, they do get scholarships and get grades, but it stops there. As you mentioned, most of the students are off campus, so the
Yeah.
burden falls back on the parents. And if your income is at a certain threshold, you're not going to be, she or he is not going to be eligible
Right.
for a lot of those types of funding that they offer through government assistance. So this is our opportunity to step up, as those in the community, as an organization that support women's empowerment, to give two young ladies scholarships that would assist them with those additional needs that we don't talk about. Like the cafeteria closing at 5 o'clock, but you hungry at 7, you got to stay up to midnight to study for the
Right.
exam. You don't have any food in the refrigerator. Those nights, those are the nights that I remember, right? So.
Wow. So I got another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the application process for getting the scholarship or being eligible for the scholarship?
Okay, so we do have a minimum GPA. I think it's like a 3.0. It's not really what we would consider high, unattainable. There is just a 5-paragraph essay that talks about an influential woman that has been in that young lady's life. That you need to submit that. You need to be admitted and accepted into a college or institution of choice. Also, you will participate in a virtual interview with the scholarship committee. And those that make it through to the next round, the top 3, will interview in front of the chapter, just a few questions. And we will announce the winner of those top 3 at the Gala fashion show. So,
Love it.
absolutely. So, but those top 3, they will receive something. They all 3 will receive something. So we just want to give them an opportunity to come and experience this type of environment, as well as acknowledge their accomplishments in front of a great crowd. So,
and I love that. And so this is not you all's first rodeo. And here's the thing. I'm going to keep it 100. And one of the things that I think I'm more concerned about is, and I'm going to go here, we are asking, this is not my first rodeo. Let me be clear in helping to raise funds for scholarships. Okay, that's first. But here's where my concern lies. We are continuously asking as a community of Black and Brown individuals for scholarship funds, for additional support. And one of the things that I find to be most challenging with a lot of people when they are looking for funding for their children or for students is we are asking for the help, but we're not willing to be a help to other people. Let's kind of dig deep into that. And being the kind of person that I am, see, I could be like, now, it's a shame, but we're not gonna do that because I'm not in everybody's purse or pocketbook. That's why I said no donation is I don't care if you got 1 cent. Here's the thing, is helping somebody to go to college. That's why I told my story. Do you think like maybe there's a reason why there's been for overall scholarships? I ain't just talking about what's happening here or the raising of the funding here, but in the previous experience that I have had, it has been a huge challenge to develop enough funding for a student to really just be like, oh, I can breathe. Why do you think that is?
Well, let's start with the trust factor. A lot of individuals have mismanaged donations in the past in our community. So there is that stigmatism that, where is the money going? So we have to overcome that obstacle for one. And 2, again, we discussed, the income of the households. We are not aware of what the incomes are in the community at this time, due to what we've experienced as disaster and things of that nature. But I would like to challenge the community to think if you gave up a cup of coffee from Starbucks, that's $5-6. $5 or $6 to a college student is a Domino's pizza. So, I'm just gonna keep it real. I am born and raised from the south side of Griffin, right? And my neighborhood was referred to as the hole, right? So to me, that meant that I had to work and sacrifice, missing out on some of the things that other young people my age were doing because I wanted to do better. And and I know that type of situation still exists. But then now we've made it popular where everyone can open a business, right? We don't need to go to college. And I get that. I support that. I'm not knocking anyone that chooses to do that. But what if that thing that you're doing, what if that's no longer popular anymore?
Right.
What are you gonna fall back on?
Right.
So I just think that the education piece is lost with this generation.
Right.
But me as a to my age, I'm a 1990 college student, so I'm not too far behind you.
Okay.
Me thinking that, okay, so I'm gonna need a doctor, a lawyer, a pediatrician, for those who have younger children. Where are they? Where are they?
Yeah.
If you do not, get a certain education, that is going to be an issue. So I think the business is great. I mean, I'm not knocking that, but I think you need guaranteed income.
Yeah, that part. Ooh, you said a mouthful right there, because and let's go here. Let's go down this. I hear this a lot. When I was coming up, it was get a good government job, and you'll be set. It get you some benefits, And now the world is changing, where so many other things are taking, that are busy, or a better fit. So there are many different things that you can do. And just like I was telling my son, who KJ, get your degree. Doesn't mean that you can't have a business. But get your degree. Go to college. Make sure that you learn what you need to learn. And we'll always be here to support you. I just think that when we're talking about businesses supporting this effort and so forth, I'm going to put this out here. I'm going to challenge some of the businesses in this particular area to step up to the plate. I'm going to give you an example of what happened. And I'm a little perturbed, so I'm going to talk about it. I ain't going to take you to who the business is. So I'm out passing out flyers. This actually happened. I was tripping out. Now, I know, have several locations, not just in this area, but you got several locations. And I come in and I speak directly to you. You the owner. You tell me I'm the owner. Okay, sir, here's the flyer. And we're looking for donations. Let me explain to you. He let me explain what it was and everything, girl. And I said that we're absolutely looking for donations. Is there a time that I can come back and chat with you? Or you can, use the QR code and you can make a donation right now. And that will go towards the scholarship fund. He said, you can put the flyer right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I was like, okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. So I'm going to challenge other business owners in this area. And we're going to chop this video up because this is recorded. We're going to chop this up. I'm challenging businesses in the area while we're doing this telethon. If y'all want to share this out with other people, tag some of these businesses. Let's continue to raise money for Exhale Central Georgia Scholarship Fund. It's at bit.ly/block party donation. Make sure that you are making an impact and a difference. And here's the thing. We're going to get your email address. We're going to see who it is. And we're going to reach out to you and say thank you. And if you're a business, we definitely going to shout you out. Didn't I just say that I own a magazine? Brownstone magazine?
Absolutely. And Exhale Central Georgia has over 700 members in our chapter.
So you're going to end up with more business because you're out here to support. And that's my point, right? And again, no, nothing is too small. So anyway, y'all, we getting ready to make crack grapes. Y'all ready? Do you know how to make crack grapes?
Crack grapes.
You know how to make crack grapes? You know?
Not at
Oh, Jesus. All right, this is super easy. Crack grapes. So I was pulling, and I only got a little bit. So y'all see this? This is already, I'm getting ready to wash these off. Now you can do what you want to do. Some people use vinegar and get all deep and stuff, but y'all know that if you wasn't on screen and you wasn't on social media stuff, you would rinse them suckers off and keep it moving, wouldn't you? Oh, okay. Carry on. Let's watch me do this. Okay. So I'm gonna rinse these off, get them wet. And
crack grapes, huh?
Crack grapes.
It must be really good to call them crack.
Well,
they're a big hit in our community.
And they are a hit. And here's the thing. What's really cute about crack grapes is the fact that you can make several different flavors. I can't find, you know what? Here's what's really sad. All of these containers and stuff I have, and I can't find the top one. So this is what we're going to, oh, here's one. Here we go. We're going to use just a regular container. These are what I use for my meal prep because I call myself trying to work out and eat right. So again, don't let this dress fool you. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the grapes. You see these? They're in water, and I'm just kind of slushing them around. Here comes the fun part. I'm going to take these grapes. Let me put this in front so y'all can see. I keep wiping this down. This is gonna be fun. Y'all caught this? Because if you're on Pinterest as much as I am, you're gonna put your grapes in your container. Y'all been to Kizzy's Cakes? Kizzy, I love Kizzy's Cakes. Listen, let me pick this up before. Kizzy gonna charge you for about 10 of these. She gonna charge you $5.50. So big shout out to Kizzy's Cakes for her amazing cakes, cheesecakes and so forth. Yeah, that was a shameless plug. All right, so here we go.
No shame, that watermelon cheesecake.
So we had a watermelon cheesecake the other day, y'all.
Mm.
It was something else. All right, so now cracked grapes. There are two ways to do this. Now you can either melt your Jolly Ranchers or your other candy pieces that you can get from Michael's or from Hobby Lobby, or ready? Let me show you. Here I am. Here we go. You can go to your local grocer and you can pick the flavors that you choose. You see that? That's it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, this is lime flavored Jello. Y'all gonna be mad too. Y'all gonna be like, that's it. I've been doing what? Let me tell y'all what happened. One time I went to the mall, South Lake to be exact. It ain't been 3 weeks. Young man got a whole stand. He's selling crack grapes. You know how much he's selling them for? $15. Okay, here you go. Now remember, the grapes are wet. Okay? So what you're gonna do, I don't really do Jello. Oh man. I don't really do Jello, but for some cracked grapes, I will. And the idea is to keep them refrigerated once you do this. All right? So you're gonna take this, and if you want multiple flavors on there, you're gonna take your other flavor. What'd you say?
Anything for crack.
Anything for a little crack grape. You're gonna shake it in there a little bit, a little something, something. Do a little something, something. Then Satanya, I have another question for you as well.
Okay.
So let's talk about Power to Exhale.
Yes.
How did you get started in it? What it is? How other sisters or women can be a part of it? Is it exclusive to a specific group of people? Tell us all the details.
Let's start. Well, I was traveling a lot with a lot of my friends. I'm a travel agent on the side. I am one of those government employees, so but I do need that additional job on the side. So, and I was looking for a trip to Trinidad. So I started doing my research, and I came across this young lady, and I hit her up via Messenger, and she actually Keitha, my Power Diva, second Power Diva at South Central Georgia, is in the waiting room. So if you want to bring her in.
Oh,
yeah. So I talked to this person via Messenger, and she gave me her phone number, and we started talking, and it's like we had been and Alexia is there too. He is the chairperson for the
okay.
yeah. So we started talking, and she mentioned the organization.
Yeah.
And it was just definitely in alignment with what we were already doing. As ladies in the area, we were traveling, we were encouraging each other, we were being there in time of need, networking, being a resource for each other. So I said, well, hey, let's check it out. So I talked to 2 other ladies, and we joined the Atlanta chapter.
Okay.
And we went to the summit that year, and it was just amazing. We had an opportunity to have a guest speaker of Fantasia and her husband, and our worship service was led by Leandria Johnson.
Oh wow!
That did it for me. So it's almost like when someone comes into your proximity, it's almost like God Himself is saying, "Okay, I got you now. I got you now. I know I got you now." So when we left, we talked about it, and we said, "Let's do it." It's a need here. So that's how we got started, and we reached out to our friends, and then they told their friends, and before you know it, we were at 300 within a couple of months.
Mhm.
And I just think I'm thankful that the founder of our organization is such a down to earth person.
Yes.
Our motto, a part of our pledge, is that we are going to change our DNA. You
I
know,
love
and that means demeaning negative attitude. So
Mhm.
we don't care if you make $300 a week or $3 million a week. You're still my
Right.
sister, and I'm my
Yes.
sister keeper. I
Yes.
am my sister, and that's the difference in our organization. We don't care if you don't have a degree. We don't care if you work at Burger King. We don't care if you sweep the floor. You're my sister. I'm your sister.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the difference in our organization.
Mhm.
And you know, just there again, there are over 100. I think we're probably at like 140
Wow.
different chapters across the world. So
Oh, wait. You said across the world. Wait, hold
yes,
on. So,
we're worldwide organization.
wow. So let me ask you this, and I know this is a conversation that we've had before, and we're actually going to be airing that. We're having a watch party a little bit later on before we end tonight's broadcast. So one of the things that I asked you was, is this considered a sorority? Let me ask you why. Let me tell you why I asked that question before. Because you got so many different organizations that may not be a part of the Divine Nine, but have some of the structures or some of the remnants of what is that. Would you all consider yourselves, or us, since I'm a part of the organization, would you consider it to be a sorority, or is it just an organization of amazing women that want everyone to see and do better in their lives? Because we know some organizations, like, you know, we're not going to say any names, let's be nice. So some of those organizations, you have to provide an annual fee. You're saying that there is no fee. You just have to take that pledge.
That's right.
So explain that, please, to our audience.
Absolutely. There is never a fee to be a member or continue a lifetime member of Power to Exhale. There is no cost. In fact, most of our events are free. Even the summit this year was free. We paid for some additional. Absolutely. It's all about building each other. It's all about exposing women to methods of generational wealth. You know, we talk about things as finances, education. I can go ahead and say this on here. We are becoming a lending company. Power to Excel will have our own lending company, and eventually we're going to speak it into existence, our own banking system. So we have a website where we can market our businesses for free. You know, if you have a business, you have a clothing business, you have a catering service, we have a website with all of that. Gently used clothing, we can you know, purchase from each other, you know, to make sure that we create multiple streams of revenue for each other, right? And it's not about saying we're not a sorority. We're definitely not a sorority. We don't have to have degrees and things of that nature. We have certain GPAs because we want women from all walks of life.
Right.
We don't want to exclude anyone. The only thing we ask is that you maintain a positive attitude, be a light to your community, give back to your community, and which is something we have in common. And there are members of our chapter as well as the others that are members of the Divine Nine, and they're our sisters. You know, we're not trying to take anything from them as to what they're doing. It's just another way to bring us together as one big family and do what we need to do to help a sisterhood out. That's it.
I love that. Come on, tell it. I love it. You wait a minute. Did we lose Nikita? Where'd she go? She disappeared. Oh,
I think there were three of them on there. She's trying to rejoin. She was hearing an echo, so she's trying to rejoin.
Oh, okay. And tell them they can all come back. We can have up to 10 of y'all in here. Let's do it.
Okay, they're trying to come back. I think Shanquella is on there, and Shanquella can introduce herself, but she was in our chapter as well.
Okay.
But she is a new power. Shanquella, after the summit this year, came back energized, and she started at West Central Georgia. So there is a new chapter here in Georgia that and I'll let her speak about that herself. She's doing an amazing job already.
Okay.
So, Alexia Piercy, again, who is the chairperson for the fundraising committee, she was waiting in too. So I guess we can pause and give you a chance to get them in, because I don't want to do all the talking, and they'll tell you I'm very good at delegation. And I'll put the responsibility out there, and then I'll fall back. But I want to do that tonight, because I think I've spoken enough.
Let me pop them back in, y'all. I'm putting the stream link back in the chat. go ahead and pop in, y'all. Because what you would, hey, Keitha, Keitha, how are you? Can she hear me? Oh,
She can hear.
I'm good. How are you?
yeah, good to see you again.
You as well.
Yeah. So welcome to the pre-block party. We're over here doing a little cooking, a little grilling, little oven cooking and stuff. So I got this quick pound cake recipe. I got the cracked grapes. I'm about to put these in the freezer real quick. We're gonna douse them so y'all know how easy it is. And then I'm getting ready to make these ribs. And then we're gonna make this good old macaroni and cheese. Now, quick question for y'all before we start talking to Keitha. Listen, how do y'all make y'all macaroni and cheese? Because my son he throw it off. He didn't know there are different ways. So how do you make your cheese, your macaroni and cheese, Keitha?
Oh, for me, I boil my noodles, and then I add milk and cheese, add a little bit of butter, and sometimes I add a little bit of sour cream and mix it all together. And yeah,
Okay.
cheesy. Yeah.
What about you, Tanya? How you make yours?
Basically the same. And my mom taught me how to. I add a little cheddar cheese soup in there as well, and my mother taught me how to add a little thickening in there to make it really creamy. And put it in the oven with once you mix it all up. But we're empty nesters now, so we don't do all that anymore.
So you don't do all that cooking. Y'all just cook just enough, huh?
I'm done. I have 3 brothers, so I've done my share. I'm retiring.
What you say? I'm done, huh? I know that's right.
But I'll come over if you guys are cooking macaroni and cheese and eat. So
girl, we're getting ready to do some macaroni and cheese here next. I got all the ingredients. The reason why I was asking is because I always make a roux with mine first. So you make your roux with your milk and your salt and your butter and your pepper and all the seasonings and stuff. Then you slowly add your cheese, and then you pour it over your noodles. So, and KJ was like, "Well, mother, you got to add flour to it." Yes,
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're getting ready to do over here. So, Keitha, tell me, what has it been like for you being a part of Exhale Central Georgia, and what are your thoughts about the block party and also about this scholarship fund?
Well, as far as Exhale Central Georgia, I've been there from the beginning. One of the ones that kind of pushed Satanya to go ahead and start it.
Okay.
So just from the beginning, just seeing everything actually get started and grow and continue to grow, and the things that have happened for us, it has been amazing. Because it's only been really a year for us. So a lot has happened. We have grown tremendously in less than 1 year, actually. So that the interaction and just being a part of the organization and the love that we share and the, just togetherness and uplifting each other. It's been great. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, I have to agree and let me just say this. So when I was invited, I was like, what is this? I don't know what it is. But I went to the website because you sent me the link, and I read the pledge, and I was like, oh, this is really nice. Before I knew it, I was in the group, and I got an opportunity to meet some other sisters. We did a balloon releasing ceremony. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because for those of you all who are watching right now that are not a part of Power to Exhale, I would love for you to hear about this amazing event that the ladies put on at a local park here in Griffin, Georgia. What exactly was that event?
So I think you're referencing our great release ceremony.
Yes.
It's an annual ceremony where we make an agreement. We start with our discussion, and we talk about those who are at the point where they're willing to share. We talk about some obstacles and strongholds that we've had in our lifetime, and we make a promise at that time to release those things, and so that we can start the healing process and move forward from that. And the balloons are just a representation of whatever that is. And we chose to release those in significance of just saying, okay, it's a new start, it's a new beginning, it's a fresh start at life. So, and that's really been, that's a really, and we actually do something similar to that at our annual summits as a whole organization. So you talk about this past summit, we had 3,000 women all in white, and Keitha can talk about it more because Keitha served on the committee that kind of headed up that ceremony.
I love to hear about it. I was mad I couldn't go. Yeah. So how was it?
Oh, it was great. Just that within itself was it was the beginning of everything. It was a time for you to actually, release any strongholds that you had before you actually got into receiving anything. So you were releasing before you were actually receiving.
Okay.
It was, just from the beginning, from getting there, from seeing everybody in the room, from the praying, from the washing of the hands, everything. It was awesome. The whole event was awesome.
I love that. So, and this is an annual event. So this year I understand that it was in New Orleans. Is that right?
Correct.
I'm a hater. And I don't know how many times I could say I was mad. I was like, wow. But I remember, I think I had something going on that week or whatever, and I couldn't go. And I was like, well, and then so next year, where's Power to Exhale going?
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. And so if anyone is interested in becoming a part of Power to Exhale, what do they do?
They can log on to our website, Exhale Central Georgia. Our main website is Exhale, Power to Exhale, or they can reach out to myself or Satanya, and we can walk them through the steps.
Okay, and that's not hard, is it? It wasn't hard for me at all.
No, it's not.
I was just, and it's so funny because so many people that I have met now, for those of you all who don't know, I am a transplant. Like I said, I am not from this area, but I have been welcomed into the community because when I walked up, everybody was like, how you doing? I was like, oh. And I brought my daughter with me, and we did the releasing ceremony. Y'all, it was so beautiful. I went home, honey, and I had the best nap ever. You ever sit around some people? I'm so serious.
Peace.
Yes, I felt the peace. And especially when we released the balloons onto the water, I was like, this is so cool. This is so nice. And the way that you all had this safe space for all of the women was amazing because a lot of us shared some very intimate things that were happening in our lives, right? And that can be overwhelming for people to want to share. So to create that safe space for people and allowing people to be able to pray together and to uphold each other. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, for those of you all who are not aware, let me tell y'all something. I believe. I got faith. I have faith. Listen. So if this bothers you, this may not be for you, what I'm getting ready to say. The most amazing thing that I remember during this event, y'all, was when we picked someone to pray with us about what we were doing or what we were dealing with, right? And I was able to pour into someone and someone was able to pour into me. And when you talk about sisterhood, explain how y'all came to, is that something that's done overall or was that something that you guys came up with and said, we need to present this to this organization or this leg of it?
You mean for
all that? Is that something that's just done overall or?
Well, actually, one of our members has a nonprofit organization as well that she had prior to coming into Power to Exhale, and she was the guest. She was the actual guest speaker for that particular event, and she and I discussed what was going to take place during that time, and she came up with the idea of the prayer because that's part of our pledge. I am my sister's keeper. I am my sister. So, if we're going to be real about it, if you're your sister's keeper, why wouldn't you have intercessory prayer for your sister?
Yes. Why wouldn't you? That's right. And it's so funny that you say that because I got to go back and check in on my sister that I prayed with that day.
Absolutely.
And see how she's doing. So let's talk about the scholarship fund. how in the world did y'all get started doing it? Before my big head came on here and was like, ooh.
Well, our mission is to give back to the community and impact our community.
Yeah.
But when I really go back to the beginning, it's all in alignment, because I don't think we've shared this publicly, but Keitha and I were college roommates.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, we were. So you're talking about over 30 years of friendship. So that itself an example to the young ladies that we will be exposed to, that they will meet people and build relationships in college that will last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is not only are we supporting them to get their education, we're introducing them to people that will impact their lives for the rest of their lives. So the scholarship is our way of reaching the younger generation. Power to Exhale we're ages 18 and older, right? More seasoned. But we have the Power Girls who just had their summit last weekend in Atlanta. Keith and I participated in a talent competition judging there. But they're 17 and under, I think down to 10, age 10, I think it may be.
Six.
Okay.
6.
So that generation right there, they have their organization as well. So we want to catch them at a very early age and be an impact on their lives at an early age, right? So that no person is left behind, no female is left behind. So that's the objective. I think we lost her again. Can you hear her? She said, "Be right back." She got kicked out. So.
Is it storming over there?
It is in here as well too.
Okay.
It just totally kicked me out. I don't even know what happened. It was getting good, y'all. Okay, so where were we? I apologize.
Keep them. So we were sharing that the idea is to catch the young ladies at an early age and be impactful in their lives at an early age. Okay. So the fundraiser to assist them with their financial need to go to college is just icing on the cake. With our desire to have an impact on them at an early age and follow them throughout. Because as we stated, all of those who apply for the scholarship, we will reach out to them during their collegiate career and make sure that they have what they need, and if they need a sounding board to talk to, because it's difficult. It's difficult to manage going to college, and you look and you see your friends partying and living it up all the time. You have to stay focused. And we just want to be there for them. So.
Right. I love that. And so y'all, real quick, what I'm letting you all know, I just got word that the payment link isn't working. So here's what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay.
I'm going to create a QR code, and every once in a while I'm going to share it.
Okay.
Because we can't have that.
Oh yes, we need the donations, because we need those young ladies to be taken care of.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna also tell you this. Cullen and I were talking. We're gonna do one more of these like the week before the actual event. So this is not gonna be the last time that we come on here and talk about this event and how important it is for us to support these young ladies in their efforts. Now, is the scholarship currently open?
It is. We have some young ladies that have submitted applications. I have been reading through them. The committee will actually meet with them first to make the first the selections for the top 3, and then the top 3 will move on to meet with the organization and participate in a virtual conversation. It's not to make anyone nervous. It's just a virtual conversation about what they've experienced, what their plans are. And then we will bring those young ladies to the gala and the fashion show and recognize them for their efforts, and of course notify them on the person of who's the recipient.
I love it. And so here's the next question. What's happening at the block party? Because I know you and I have talked, about, because we talked about it at one point. So what I want y'all to know is why I'm leaning over is because I'm adding that QR code. Right. Oh, so she said it went through the second time, but I'm still gonna add that QR code. So thank y'all for your donations. Big shout out to Sharonda Seeley, who just made a donation to Power Exhale and the Exhale Central Georgia Scholarship Fund. We do appreciate you for that.
Yes, thank you.
Sharonda Seeley is actually one of the co-hosts on one of the shows on podcast, the Brownstone Podcast Network. So we thank you and appreciate you.
Thank you so much. So much.
Thank you. Yes.
So we're going to have a great night. So not only are we going to recognize the young ladies, but we're going to have a good time as adults. We're going to get back to our roots of being able to party with our next door neighbor, right? And you know how you used to borrow sugar from your next door neighbor, sit in the yard and play checkers and spades and all of that good stuff. And for the ladies, you know, that we used to double dutch and all of that stuff. So we're also gonna network because you'll have some business owners in the room. So you know, we talked about don't giving donations, but they can't give donations if we don't support them. So this is our opportunity to support them, but in return, we need them to support us with our efforts as well. Absolutely. We're gonna bring them in so they get to know us and know that we're about our business. It's not going into our pockets, right? It's going. We have no bank account. All right. Whatever we raise, we send it back out. We help individuals in the community. We help individuals in our chapter. There is no bank account, so there is no money. Right. So I needed to say that. I think I needed to say that. So it's not going to it. Right. So we're gonna have ladies that are from the chapter that have stepped outside of their comfort zone. They will serve as models, as well as ladies from other cities, other states. We have another power diva who owns a boutique in St. Louis that's driving down with some of her members. She's going to have some of her items in the show. We have vendors here from the Griffin, Central Georgia area that are going to have booths set up. They will be selling their product. They have an opportunity to talk about that and market their business. That's just a great opportunity. We have photos going. We'll have some food and some wine, you know, and things of that nature where you can just have a good time. We're just going to have a good old-fashioned block party.
That's right.
We're going to have some nice clothing, some good music.
Yeah, that's right. And so here's the next question. I know at one time we said semi-formal. Is it still semi-formal?
Absolutely. Semi-formal, because, you know, I'm just one of those people that, you know, I believe it's empowering to dress up.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's empowering to put on some clothes. Now, we're not asking you to come in a floor-length gown, you know. It's a block party, right?
Right, exactly.
We do want to represent ourselves and our culture in a very, very beautiful way. So we want you to put those clothes on. You know, I know that now it is a trend where men wear sneakers with the suits, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. But you know, just take a moment and just, you know, look nice. You don't have to have on the floor beauty pageant gown. But you know, just
okay, it definitely does not need to be. So listen, I've had some people literally. So what I'm doing while y'all talking is people are asking me for the link to purchase tickets. So let's talk about tickets. Tickets are only $30, folks. It's $30 for you guys to come out and to support. So what I'm going to do is also go ahead and share that as well. So if y'all want to use the QR code, by all means, there it is. You can go ahead and scan that with your phone and dig in and donate. Thank you so much, Sharonda, for your donation. We appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and share the link to the event itself. And if you want to purchase a ticket, you most certainly can. I love this. This is really good. So let me hang on and just, if there's anything else that you ladies want to definitely talk about, let's do that. Because we're going to come back and I definitely want to talk about the some of the things that we've done, because I know we're releasing the watch party tonight for What's for Brunch. When you and Nikita Carter came and hung out, we did some cooking. And we did some hanging out and all that fun stuff. Let me move this out the way.
So let me just say this right now publicly. So her chicken is amazing, right? It is amazing. Let me just say that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, it was delicious. So, and that was just a great experience. And she pushed us to step outside of our comfort zone. I mean, because the cameras are there, the lights are there, and that is not my area. So,
But you did
I
good.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I don't know what you talking about. Girl, I was like, problem? Who? Like, y'all did so well. You and Nikita, I was so excited to have you all on set, and we just had a really, really good time. So y'all, Tanya, she put the icing on the red velvet cupcakes, and Nikita, she made the waffles. We just had a really good time, and that it was really nice.
Yeah, it was just girl talk, and that's what we do in our organization. When we get together, it's not always about partying. Sometimes we sit around and laugh and talk.
Absolutely.
It's just a great opportunity, and we need that. We as women, we wear so many hats. I'm not knocking any men. They carry a lot of weight. And I recognize that, and I applaud them for that. But as women, we have this pattern of holding everything in because we have to be a strong woman for everybody in the household, everybody outside of the household. So when we're together, we don't have to be that person. We can just be who we feel like being at that time. And if we need to cry, we cry. That's just what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So, question. So here's what we're getting ready to do. I am getting ready to. We're going to take a station break. Okay, let me explain what that is. Hold on. Okay. Station break means that it is time for me to say you are currently watching and listening to Brownstone Worldwide. You are watching right now the Block Party Gala Fundraiser Telethon here on the Brownstone Podcast Network, where we house brownstoneworldwide.com. We also have KCCR The Brownstone and Brownstone as well as Brownstone Living magazine. Super important for us to do that so that we know where the edits need to go when it gets ready to go to our team that handles that. So big shout out. So I also want to say this. My son was literally running and he did a really good job. So thank you guys for being patient with him because we had some technical faux pas and y'all hung in there with us. It was absolutely amazing. So thank y'all for that. We really appreciate it.
KJ.
Listen, KJ, I don't know where he's so, I've told the story before, but he wanted a real camera. I bought him a toy one and he cried and he cried and he cried. So I just want you guys to know that we've had an entire team and a group of people back here just, working hard. And Cullen's back. So y'all, I got a question before we go into hour 3.
What's up, ladies?
Hello.
Finally get to meet you guys.
See, isn't that nice? So introduce yourself right on. Y'all remember that my
Lord.
name is Cullen.
Yeah, it's me. It's Cullen. How y'all doing? I've been listening, cooking and listening to what y'all talking about. So some good stuff. I got some thoughts on why people are donating, amongst themselves either. So
okay, well, let's hear it, sir.
Well,
y'all want to hear this too?
I agree. Yes. We kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking about people not wanting to support others, in the community because either A, they may not have it, or B, they want somebody to rather support them before they support someone else. Mm-hmm. I do think that trust is a big factor as well. Mm-hmm. I know one of you guys said that. Being able to trust that they're going to do. My thing is when I if I'm asked to donate, it's out of my hands. That's how I always feel like.
Right.
I'm going to trust that these people are going to do what they're supposed to do, what they say they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And so I always feel like we as a people need to do that more because other cultures, mm-hmm. they will. Mm-hmm. And this is why they're able to fund whatever they can fund mm-hmm. because they just give for whatever mm-hmm. reason, whatever that reason is, they're going to get that money regardless. Mm-hmm. I think we just need to be able to to get in that same lane. You know, if you guys notice anything like that, because I know you guys do get donations a lot. What do you think?
Absolutely, and you're right. You said exactly what we were speaking about
I always
earlier.
talk about.
But the thing is, we're being called upon to contribute, right, to the community. So, and with us being an organization that we don't have dues, we don't have payments and things of that nature. So that money is coming out of our pockets,
Yep.
So, and I just, want the community to know that we don't have a problem giving back. It's our responsibility to give.
Yep.
So, and ladies in our organization, we give back because someone was there for us.
That's
I
right.
can speak for myself that
Yeah.
people poured into me. It may not have been financially, but they poured into me for me to be able to be in a situation that I'm in. So I have a responsibility to give back. So,
Right.
and I know a lot of people in our community that are in the same boat that have the opportunity and have the resources where they can contribute. And we're just calling on them to do that. Just give back just like someone gave to you.
Yeah, and I totally love that because even I know Paulette said that you guys are like a sisterhood. I mean, and the Divine, you guys have Divine Nine in your sisterhood.
Mm-hmm.
Being part of Divine Nine Omega Psi Phi,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're there for.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if you're Omega, Alpha, Sigma, Delta, aka it don't matter because we're all in the same game. We all our goal is to uplift our communities.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we may do it in different ways, but in the end, we all in the same pot.
Right.
And we need to start giving to that pot because if we don't, who will?
Right.
And that's the thing that I try to tell folks. You just got to have faith that we're gonna eventually rise above where we are. Because you got to have that faith. You got to speak it into existence because if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen.
Right.
And the wonderful thing, like I see things every day on TikTok and Instagram of how I see this one young lady, that she graduated from a law school at 16. And this one guy, he got the highest ever bar exam score in the history of the bar exam score. And these are brothers and sisters.
Right.
And so they were helped. They got scholarships. They were able to go to school because someone else provided that opportunity for them. So I think if people really sit down and think, if we provide this opportunity, they may be the next great,
Absolutely.
Whoever. And and you can feel good that you were part of that.
Right.
And even with me, even if I see someone on the street, I'll give, because you never know. You never know, right? So I just know it's hard for you guys to continue to do it every day. Like this is your calling, and you're doing it, and I commend you guys for everything that you do, and I'm glad we're partnering with you guys.
Well, we definitely appreciate your support and what you guys are doing, and it's not easy. We wake up days and we question. It's not a choice. It's what he created you to do.
Yes.
So you wake up and you say that, oh, I'm tired, but at the end of the day, you couldn't stop it if you wanted to, because like you said, it's your calling. So many days you wake up and you're like, I don't know how I got in this situation, but there is no turning back. There is no turning back. And every time we think we're going to fall short, he just pours more and more into us. So, we just keep doing what we're supposed to do, and we'll let him handle the rest.
Oh, I feel that in my spirit. I think the doors of the church are open. The doors of the This is the time. This is the time that we should be talking about giving. Amen. Praise the Lord, saints. Let's talk about it, because Tanya just brought us down with a word on today. And because of that, I want to make sure that we leave the doors open so that we can give. So first of all, if you want to attend or provide tickets for those, you can definitely do that by going to bit.ly/the block party August 4th. You'll see the link right there. You can screenshot that on your phone and go ahead and type it in. And then if you want to donate, I went on ahead because I would tag myself. Listen. And y'all can go on ahead and scan that QR code and you can give. No dollar amount is too small. All of it is virtual. It's going directly into an account that is for this event so that we can support Excel Central Georgia with their scholarship funds. We're really excited about that. I'm going to hold that right there, and we're gonna let it sit still for a little while so that we can take a little break. If y'all want to hang on or whatever, what we're getting ready to do, KJ, if you can swing back through, I'd appreciate it. I want to definitely start queuing up because at the top of the hour, we're going to be airing our very first Excel Central Georgia show that has not aired at all. We actually have two. One is with Tamia Banks, and we interviewed this beautiful sister, and we talked to her. We had an amazing time. At first, y'all, she was really, really nervous, you know, and she wasn't sure. And honey, by the time we got through, she might as well have been here in this dining room having coffee and a slice of sweet potato pie. Honey. We had a really, really, really good time. So I'm glad that we were able to do that. Kevin, KJ,
I'm excited for the event because this is gonna be a party. I can't wait, you know. And I keep telling people we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun that night. So you know,
and the music, y'all. Let's talk about this music.
Yes.
Today. So I posted. When was it? The other day I posted that. What was the question I had? I posted a list of like 10 songs. So let's add to the list. So when we get to August 4th, we ready. So what are some of the songs that we need to have ready for everybody? I got questions.
Well, I added 5 minutes of funk today to the list because I didn't see that. That's definitely a neighborhood song for us. So.
Y'all gonna mess around. I'll be done played. It got me put on Facebook. Y'all know how to do.
Don't do that.
So what's another song? Wait, because we got to get this list together. Listen, all right. Next song.
I said anything Gap Band, anything Frankie Beverly Mays.
Yeah.
Anything.
Okay.
I mean, it brings back like memories of block parties when you were young and people were skating in the streets. Everybody. That's when the neighborhoods were together. You know, you knew everybody. Everybody, you know, was just having fun, and those were the days. Like those are the, like you. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of block parties anymore, but I'd sure miss them because they were just so much fun.
Well, we gonna have to bring it back to you. That's what we gonna have to do. Okay, we're gonna be like this. Before I let you go. Okay.
Well, we better start walking like right now. So
I'm just saying that's how it's going to have to be. We're going to have a really good time. We also have to what's some other songs? Because now anything Earth, Wind, and Fire, y'all, right?
Absolutely.
Anything Gap Band, anything Frankie Beverly, anything Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me put that in there.
Then if we want to really get funky, we can talk about, you know, bringing in like New Edition, you know, because that's not good.
That is a must. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
New Edition.
Got to play some New
All
Edition.
the way back to the beginning when they had those awful Jerry curls.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, who else? What else we doing?
Play some we know we gotta play some Parliament.
Oh,
Yes,
flashlight. Okay, Parliament. Okay, who else? Where my folks in the audience at? I see y'all.
Let's see. Ooh, you got me. One. I ain't got my phone on. I show. I got.
Well, being that he's a mega, I know he wants to hear. I know one Atomic Dog. He's
that's a given. You know, that's a given.
Atomic Dog. Wait a minute,
I
y'all
might even do a half a step. Who knows?
Oh, God. Be careful now. Don't hurt yourself, bro.
I said half a step.
Okay. Anything else we want to add to this? Because now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been asking AI to make us lists, and I don't think they fully understand Black folks. So we,
Well,
y'all,
we're in the South, so we have to have some goody mob in there.
yes.
So we
Okay,
definitely have to do that. Yes.
All right, who else?
Well, we're a female organization, so we need some Mary J in there.
All
Gotta put
right.
that in there.
Okay, Mary J. Blige. Anybody gonna get
Escape.
up? Oh, come on,
Oh
Escape.
yes.
Escape. A little bit of Brownstone too.
Mm-hmm.
If you love me,
I mean, we might as well
Say
go with
it.
TLC. We can play Destiny's Child. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Jodeci. Why not? Let's just bring them all.
Arrested Development. What are you talking
Arrested
about?
Development.
and everyday people. Listen. All right, yeah, I forgot about that, girl. That's a shame. All right, who else?
Let's see.
What did the people say? Let's see.
Yeah, what did the people say?
Got to give the people what they want. Nobody's talking. So I'm really, I think they were just watching, like,
Is Nikita still there?
I thought she couldn't get in.
Oh,
what
happened?
Not sure.
Tell her to try again.
Yeah, try again. Hold on. I'm gonna put it back in there. I love it.
Yeah, because I wanted Alexia to come in because she is the head of the fundraiser committee.
Oh, well, we definitely need to have if y'all still in there, let me grab the link. I'll do it again in here. Y'all just grab it because we can have up to 10 people in here. And what I'm getting ready to do is get ready and load to me a show so y'all can see it. I just want to make sure that I'm able to share the sound. I totally forgot about that.
Yes, because Alexia is still allowing. She's going to have a casting call next weekend. So we want some more ladies. I think we're at like 15 or 16 models. So she wants more. So definitely take advantage of that opportunity to reach out to Alexia Piercy if you were interested in being a model.
Okay. And how do we get in touch with Alexia?
She is on Facebook. You can reach her via Messenger, but we publicize our numbers so that people can reach us when they need assistance. So I'll give that here in just a second.
Okay, great. All right. That sound. Oh, okay. There we go. Amen, saints. Alexia is here. Alexia, I just shared the StreamYard link right above. Can you see it? If not, I'm gonna put it in your chat in Messenger.
Okay. And I'll let her share her information.
Michael Jackson.
Yes. Well, then you have to have Prince. You have to.
Anything Michael and Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
Let's see. Let me see. I can play some. We can play some rap, some old school rap, like Eric and Rakim.
Absolutely, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Run DMC.
Yep. It's a Sugar Hill gang. We can play some Sugar Hill.
LL Cool J.
LL.
Yes.
Yes.
Tribe Called Quest.
Called Quest. There we go. I'm about to play my list now. Let me think.
The Beastie Boys.
Boys.
Yeah.
Rock bass. Got some rock bass going on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Alexia Piercy, and I'm the over the fundraiser committee of Power of Excel Central.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all.
Yes.
So, as Satanya was saying, we're having a casting call next Saturday. Right now we have like 15 models. But anybody want to model, anybody want to come out, please come out. We would love to have you all. You contact me on Facebook, Alexia Henley Piercy. You can inbox me. You can call me. My number. You can call me through Messenger, or you can just call me. I can put my number in.
Okay.
Yeah, just call me. But it's at the City Park behind the gym. from 2 to 4 next Saturday.
Okay. And when you say City Park, that's in Griffin, Georgia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Okay. And we'll provide that information a little bit later because we gonna cut this whole thing up and it's gonna be all over the place. Listen, all over Brownstone and everything else. So Cullen, I guess he must have went back and finished cooking, huh? His little steak.
I think he's trying to start his playlist, actually.
No, he ain't. I'm gonna fight him. I'm trying, so I want to. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I really would like to, but I also know that if I do that, guess what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, it'll cut us off. So I'm telling y'all what I'm doing right now. I'm creating my barbecue sauce for these little ribs. Okay? Because you can't go to a good block party without ribs.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna check my mac and cheese. And we was Lexia, we were talking about how you cook your macaroni and cheese. So how you fix yours?
I don't.
Wrong question. Wrong question.
What do you do?
So, as you know, I'm a 11-year cancer survivor. So when I was sick, I didn't cook. My son and my husband cooked.
Okay.
So when I became cancer free, I kept that trend going.
I love it. Would you say, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So I'm just making my little barbecue sauce and stuff over here. So here's what we're getting ready to do because it's the top of the hour. And I said that at 9 o'clock, I was going to start showing some of the recordings that we have done with you ladies. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Y'all can sit here if you want to, which let me tell y'all, I'm glad you are. Because it's been a breath of fresh air to have other people tell what really happens with the power to exhale, right? And what the organization is about. I think it's wonderful. I'm making my little barbecue sauce. I think I know what I'm doing, okay?
Yeah. So this was Alexia's first summit. So this was her first time attending.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How was it?
It was wonderful, amazing, blessing.
Okay.
Awesome, all the above.
I love it. So would you encourage other women to be a part of this? And that's another question because now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought it was an all Black organization. It is not, is it?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay.
No, it is not. And you remember we said that we really don't care about that. We really don't care about your money, what you look like, whether you're skinny, whether you're overweight. We don't care.
Right. Nobody's perfect.
Right. I love that. Nobody's perfect. I love it.
I would, and I have encouraged other women to join, to go to the summit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
block party. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. And when I saw you for the first time, it was when you were sharing your testimony. And that was at the balloon releasing ceremony. Mm-hmm. Was that your first time being at one of those kinds of events, or it wasn't? Okay. And how did that make you feel sharing your story? And did you feel like you were vulnerable, or were you kind of like, I feel comfortable in this space of sisters?
So we had a balloon release the year before. Mm-hmm. And I was one of the speakers. So
okay.
I shared my testimony then, mm-hmm. Of my cancer journey.
Yeah.
And at the one that you went to,
yep.
Satanya, I wasn't. I was called up.
Okay.
And I didn't mind because I was going through something then. Mm-hmm. I was diagnosed with something. I was going through something I was going through a sickness that I didn't know what was going on with me. Mm-hmm. And I was like I said, I was hurting from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, and the doctor diagnosed me with fibromyalgia.
Yes.
So I was
remember that.
happy to share that testimony then.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm glad she called me up because, I probably helped somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't mind sharing my testimony because, like I said, and like I always tell somebody, I was called, I was chosen for my journey. I
Okay.
believe I was chosen for my journey because, God, through my journey, God was right there fighting with me. So when I tell my story,
Yeah.
it's my story, it's my journey, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm helping somebody.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So would you say that helping with this scholarship fund, how has that been? And how can we encourage others to, number one, participate in being a part of the scholarship raising portion, right? So what we're doing here, this is promotion of it, the marketing of it. We're going to share this out. We're going to get this out to other, to business owners or whatever, so that they can be a part of this. What would you say to people right now to let them know that this is something that is really important? What are your words?
Whew. Well, I have a daughter that's in college. She's a junior, and times get hard sometimes, and you whew. You just want to encourage people that you want to help these kids. It takes a village.
It does. Yeah.
And
It does.
you it may not be my kid, but you want to help these kids to get to their dreams, to get to where they want to be, and if you can't give, share the post, and
right,
to get it to somebody that can, what I'm saying,
absolutely. Yeah,
because it's hard. They will tell you, these kids will tell you, college is hard. Mentally, they go through a lot.
Yep.
They do. They go through a lot. They try to make us happy, but financially, mentally, they go through a lot. They try to keep the grades up all the while. They having this little bit of money. They don't want to try to burden the parents because the parents doing all that they can. Scholarships here, financial aid. It's not enough. So just share the post. Try to get it to somebody that can.
Yeah.
The business, share it with the businesses that making. Hey, we got this going on.
Right.
If you can give, try to give. Yeah.
Girl, I feel the pain. I feel you. It is a lot. It's a lot. And I'm a single parent, and it's whooping me. I'm just keeping it real. I don't, and I'm not taking away from anybody that's, dealing with whatever, but financially, I have to try to, if she called, I got to be able to do it. You know what I mean? It can be a challenge. It really can,
So, what I'm saying is, if you can't give, the post that we put out there, just try to share the post.
I agree.
Try to support what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because we support people. Just try to support what we're doing. That's all we ask.
I agree 100%. 100%. Anybody else?
Well, and also, I look at it, we talk over and over about the youth not being living up to the standards of our expectations. But we have these that are trying, and yet we don't try to support them. So that's what's mind-boggling to me. Like, we talk about it, let's be about it.
Right.
Y'all heard her. She said that. She said, "Don't talk about it, just be about it." That's a true statement right there. Because we hear a lot, and then I'm gonna tell you something else. We have a lot of people in the community that you know, they got on their social media, I'm a philanthropist. Do you even know what a philanthropist is? I'm wrong for saying anything, but you hear it all the time. You're a philanthropist. You do this in the community. You do that. I'll never see you. I'll never see you. And it seems to me, and I'm going to say this: I do not have any ill will toward anybody. What I will say is, get ready to see me. Be prepared to be sick of me in the next coming weeks, because I am coming to your business one last time, and I'm gonna be like this. How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Truist Bank, we're gonna hit you up one more again. We're gonna hit up FB&T. We're gonna hit up some folks. We're gonna hit up some of these smaller businesses. Who else did I hit up? I think it was just Wing It that I hit up. Mr. Allen dropped a flyer, a business card down there. You know, I'm calling you out, and it's in a positive way. I'm not calling you out because you didn't give. Some of your leadership wasn't there. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't just going to drop it off and leave it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Y'all wasn't there, and I already know your associates. She just looking to clock out. She don't care whether you did it or not. Mm-hmm. So I need to talk to you. So that's a lot of that as well. Mm-hmm. So once again, you guys are watching the telethon for the block party. bit.ly/the block party August 4th. That is where you can purchase your tickets. It's on the screen right now. I'm going to go ahead and share the QR code for you to scan with your phone if you're not watching on your phone. So you can go ahead and donate. Again, no donation is too small. You can still donate. We ain't messed up. We taking all donations. Okay. And we love y'all for it. All right. So, ladies, I'm getting ready to try to share y'all's show. We're going to start with Tamia Banks first, and then we're going to Tamia. I think Tamia's show was like 45 minutes because we got talking, y'all. And before you know it, I was like, oh my God, we're over 30 minutes. So I really, really enjoy you all this evening, but let me try so y'all don't hold it against me real quick, okay? Because I'm certainly going to try. But Tamia's, we're going to try hers first. Let me see if I can pull her up. Don't ask me why I keep getting kicked out. But I'm going to try to pull hers up now.
And I just text her so that she can join.
Okay, cool. Grandma, what you I'm looking at, let me see. Where is her show? What did I do with her show?
No, that's also when I'm having technical difficulties. So get it together, Grandpa.
Oh, get it together.
Get it together,
Grandpa. Get it together. Get it together. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna pull. I think I see it. June. Was it June 28th? It was. It was June 28th. Let me pull her up because I want y'all to see this. It was an amazing show. It was adorable. It really was. Yeah.
I like the playlist of your random vocal shuffle that you got there.
What you mean? Like I'm doing?
Yeah, you pull out these random joints, like when you be singing. I'm like, oh, I remember that.
You remember those songs? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna load her. I was trying to get KJ to help. Let me share my screen. Let me see if it'll let me share my screen and the audio. And let me know if y'all can hear it. If not, what I am going to do is let's see.
702 was so underrated.
Who was underrated?
702. That was the song you were singing. They were so underrated.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were underrated.
So if y'all can see that, let me see.
We can.
You can?
Well, yeah.
Y'all can see yourself. That's the wrong window. You
have multiple windows up.
Let me try it again. Stop screen. Okay, there we go. I really want you guys to see both of these shows because they were so adorable. Let me share the screen one more time.
So close.
Window. Entire screen. No, I don't want that. Hold on, y'all, because we share system. Oh, it will let me do it. Okay. So I downloaded it. Screen sharing was canceled. Hold on. Today, thank you. I'm going to pull it up because I know I downloaded it. Y'all gonna see this on today. Because it was so good, y'all. It was so good. All right. Help. 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 Come on. Okay. Let's pull up Tamia's first. Y'all. It was so dope. It's raining over here, y'all.
Yeah. Tamia is in.
Okay, hang on just a second.
Let me tell her. Go up.
Waiting outside 20 minutes.
Come on.
It's raining.
Quit it. Hold on.
Somebody let that child in.
Let her in, Jesus. All right, let's try it this way. Are you laughing at me?
I do.
Oh, I got it. Here it is.
Playlist.
Here we go. Come on. So this is 40, I think it's 47 minutes. But she I think it is. I think it's 47 minutes. All right, let's see if she lets me play. All right, we're going to present one more time. Video file. Ah, okay. There she is. All right. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Okay. Can y'all see it? Hold on, y'all. Now she want to play. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to try it once again. We're going to start it from the top.
It's going.
Hold on. I have to stop it. There we go. Can you hear it?
Not anymore. We could.
Okay, so it's getting ready to start. There she goes. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your Lunch and Learn Hour. I'm Paulette, and I'm a part of Brownstone Worldwide. You guys know the deal, but let's go through it anyway. This is your Lunch and Learn Hour, and we're going to be bringing on some folks that are helping us to raise money for an amazing cause. And so before we get started, let's talk about that briefly. Brownstone Worldwide, in conjunction with Exhale Central Georgia, have come together to raise essential funds for scholarship funds for two amazing college students. We know how important it is to raise funds for college throughout every single semester and how stringent it can be on a student and possibly parents as the cost of education goes up. And so what Exhale Central Georgia and Brownstone Worldwide have done is come together to make it a little bit easier on at least two to begin students for the upcoming semester in the fall. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what you're in for. And then we're going to bring on one of our special guests who's helping to support the cause. Are you ready?
Join Brownstone Worldwide in Exhale Central, Georgia for the Summer Gala event of the season. Set in the picturesque Dovedown, Griffin, Georgia area, our gala promises to be the social highlight of the summer. Revel in an evening of elegance and purpose, all while contributing to a transformative cause, which is sponsoring college scholarships for promising young women headed to college. Experience the perfect blend of networking, dining, and supporting a cause that can change lives. The Brownstone Worldwide Block Party Gala Fundraiser. Get your tickets today.
And tickets, of course, are still on sale right now. You need to move fast because there are only 120 that are left. And so we're moving fast on that. I know some people are thinking of purchasing 2 to 3 at a time. So you want to make sure that you're available to get those or that you're ready to. Tickets, again, are only $30. And once again, this is helping a wonderful cause. Now, if you're also interested in doing any kind of additional fundraising or sponsorship of this event, you can definitely contact the Brownstone Center and you can reach out directly to me. That phone number is 470-862-0313. That's 470-862-0313. You can call the Office for Advertising, Sponsorship, and more. Now, let's get into one of the reasons why we're here. The biggest reason, of course, is we're going to be talking to one of the vendors of the block party today. And also, guys, get ready. This sister has 2 businesses. I need you all to let that sink in because running one is enough. But she has 2, and I am excited to introduce you all to Miss Tamia Banks. She is the owner and founder of, I'm going to let her tell y'all, because if I say it, I'm definitely going to be one of those that's going to say it wrong. Hey, girl, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, and you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us today. I said that I was going to let you tell them exactly what the names of your businesses are, because I'll mess them up. I'm going to go ahead and put them on the screen. That's my truth for today.
Yes. So the first one is my baby. Both are my baby, but the first one is Nitty's Salon 1 and Retail, which is the cosmetology and beauty salon.
Okay.
And the second one is Main Chic Clothing, which is the clothing boutique.
I gotcha. So you have Main Chic.
Yes.
Clothing.
Yes.
And you have Nitties.
Yes.
Okay. Now, one of the things that we talked about before we actually started this interview was how in the world. That's the first thing. How in the world did you come up with the name? And how long have you been in business just doing hair? Because that means you're a licensed cosmetologist.
Yes, correct.
Right? Okay. Correct. That's a feat in and of itself. I called myself, it didn't work out. I went into labor before I could finish. So true story. That really happened.
Wow.
So yeah, it really did. So listen, let's talk about Nitty Salon and Retail.
Yes.
How in the world did you decide to open your own salon after possibly having a chair in someone else's facility?
Oh, wow. Since I was 9 years old, I had been doing hair around the neighborhood, kids when I was a kid. So that was always my dream to be a cosmetologist. So I worked for my cousin for 3 years straight as her shampoo girl. And so after a while, I'm like, helping her run it, I'm like, I can do this. So I enrolled in cosmetology school at 23 in 2008. And halfway through my, I think I had 3 months before I clocked out of my hours, God blessed me with my first salon. And I legally couldn't work there as doing hair until I clocked out and went to state board. But I was able to hire people that already had graduated and have their hours and got their license. So they worked there and I would just come and check and manage it and went back to school in between.
That is crazy.
Yes.
So you walked out of school before school ended.
Yes.
With your own facility.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now
ma'am.
That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a blessing. You were able to get people employed and get them working right away, unless, of course, they were already there. So I got a question for you before we start talking about your salon. I'm sorry, your clothing, your boutique.
Yes.
You know I'm gonna go here.
Mhm.
You already know because you can tell by the sound of my voice. While I'm sitting up here, just great. Let's talk about that. Can we talk about two things when it comes to beauty salons and business?
Yes.
I stopped going to beauty salons, and I'm not the only one that did. Recently I cut my locks off. I've had locks for over 19 years. Down my back, beautiful, whatever, cut them off. And I am struggling to go to somebody's salon today because of a couple of reasons. Can I go here?
Yep.
Y'all late. 2-3 hours late. I done already paid or prepaid. Okay. I'm sitting under the dryer for an hour, 2 hours. My hair already dry. Okay. But you got Keisha, Lisa, Laura, Mary, and everybody else got to get their hair done at the same time so you can meet your car note payment. Your kids is running around and nobody else's kids is allowed. And I got to put up with your baby. Listen. So we're dealing with all of this. Hair all on the floor. You don't have anybody to shampoo. So you running around doing all the things because you want all the money in your pocket. There's no reschedule. There's nobody at the front. So you got to run that. The place has been open for 50, 60 years. And some of the calendars on the wall belong to the sister that's been dead in the ground for 20 years since Press and Curl was popular, right? Does any of this sound familiar? How do we, as a people, combat those issues and help a sister like me who has grayed early and would love to come back to a salon for additional support? But I'm terrified because of what I may have to endure. I shouldn't have to take my whole Saturday to get my hair done. It's
I'm with you. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that. I'm sorry. I had to set the stage. I'm sorry.
No, I definitely get it. I knew everything you were going to say before you said it because that's like the biggest thing with salons these days. And I hated it. So that was my reason of I got told a lot by my instructors that should have been encouraging me not to get my own salon, to go work for somebody else. Booth rent is going to be hard, this, that, and the third. But I have watched those same exact reasons you just said, and I hated it before I even got in the field. God, please bless me with my own because I don't want mine to be that way. I don't want to be the typical hair salon. So when people meet me or people tell them about me, I wish my clients could get on here because they would crack up because mine is not that.
Really?
It's the complete opposite. And it's been that way since I've been in business and starting off at 24 years old. By me being so young, people stereotyped me because I was young. They thought they was going to come into that type of salon. It's going to be a bunch of riffraff, a bunch of rap music playing, a bunch of cursing. It was the complete opposite, and it has been that way since I've been in business. I don't allow cursing. I don't allow certain music. I feel like as the owner, or even as if you're renting a booth, you have the right to set that atmosphere for your clients, for them to be comfortable. And if you don't set that atmosphere right, that's why people feel the way that they feel.
Right.
So I have a rule that my clients, we have I call it my system. So one's in the chair. As I'm finished the one in the chair, the one that's on the dryer. By the time I finish the one in the chair, the one in the dryer is coming up and she's getting directly in the chair. I feel like you shouldn't have to spend your whole off day with me like you clocking dollars and you spending money.
That part.
So I have a system. I'm extremely fast. My people are in and out. I have a shampoo person. I don't allow kids. I have a 2-year-old. My 2-year-old do not come to my place of business. I can probably count on my one hand how many times he's been there. And that's just because he stopped by to give me a hug with his dad and he's gone out the door.
Okay. Yes. So you already knew what I was getting ready to talk about.
Yep. Yep. No
Like I got to
mask,
have a whole meal. I got to order Uber
Mhm.
Eats or something while I'm waiting because I know I'm getting ready to be there all day. I might as well just bring my Netflix and chill
Nope.
there and a
My
blanket.
clients laugh, even my new people when they come. A lot of, like, I had a lady recently, she came early, and I'm like, why you here so early? Now you finna have me personally, I don't like people sitting there staring at me. Well,
Right,
I'm gonna
right,
feel like I'm rushing, So I'm like,
right.
you like an hour early. She was like, well, most beauty shops I have to come early because I know I'm gonna sit long, so I try to come early. I said, well, this not that type of beauty salon.
I
I'm like, you
see.
get in the chair at your time. I'm like,
Mhm.
so, and she was like, now I know. So, and the other customers that was there, they was like, yeah, she don't play that. I've been coming to her for 10 years. The
I
other one was
love
with me for
it.
6. So, yes.
Good, good. And so for what are your words? What would you say to those salon owners who are experiencing that before we jump into your boutique? Because girl, I got so many questions. I keep thinking, okay, so you doing hair. So here's I gotta bring it up.
The name.
I gotta bring it up because I'm so over it. Now, again, I'm natural. I don't have any problem with the weeds and all of that. But when did we stop doing our own hair? When and when is it becoming a problem? When do I need to see a trichologist? When it's such an issue now. We have young women who are literally burning their skin
Mhm.
to wear the glue, to wear somebody else's hair because they're too ashamed of what's growing out of their scalp. Now we're talking about a cultural issue that spans back to before the turn of the century when black hair was illegal for black women to even wear their hair out in public. So I want to dig deeply into that for just a moment. Do you ever now, number one, I'm sure you do some type of hair replacement or hair weave or wigs or maybe something like that, braids. Number one, here's because this is twofold for me because I come from the braiding field. Okay, all through college, I was a master braider. Worked with Talia Wajid during my college days to kind of help pay the bills. And so, two things. One, when do you tell a customer, or should you tell a customer, girl, let your hair breathe? I got questions. I need to know.
Look, it's funny because I just went through this yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And how do they take it? Because see, people, here's something else.
Yeah.
I have been natural so long. Like I'm just comfortable with who God made me. But we have so many women who are uncomfortable wearing their own hair. We're embarrassed about it because we don't have, natural long hair flowing down the back. That's by choice now because don't let this 4C fool you.
I know, right?
I learned this to my shoulders. I was shocked. This pick and pack hair ain't no joke.
Yes.
Now, the question that I have is how do you handle that with the customer? And do you turn people away? And what would you say for those people who are wearing wigs and weaves so much that they begin to neglect their own hair? What are your treatments for that?
So my suggestion is just like I told my client yesterday, because that's her issue, because her edges are really thinning. And like I told her, your edges are thinning, and because you want to consistently wear weave and braids, you need to give your hair air. She has long, pretty hair, and she feel like, what's the point of wearing it if my edges are not growing? I'm like, well, your edges is never going to grow if you don't give your hair some air. Give your hair air. So we recently just did her natural hair for she try. I said, just trust me, let's try it. So we did it for a month. So she would come every 2 weeks. We would do deep conditioners, hot oil treatments with Pacific shampoo that worked for her hair. Clip her ends every 3 months. I told her to keep up with that and just keep the weave and things out. So we did a bunch of rod curls. Like less heat, things like that. And now she wanted a sew-in. So I was like, well, because you let me do my month of, I'm going to let you get your sew-in.
Okay.
But before then, she was doing braids. I wouldn't do specific things on her hair. So she went to somebody else and she was doing braids, which a lot of them do. I just had 2 tell me today that they're going to go get braids because I wouldn't do something they wanted me to do. And I was like, well, I'll be back. I'm like, okay, because you'll be back and I'm going to have to fix the problem.
And that was the next question that I had. What is it? Do you feel? I used to have people tell me all the time when I was braiding hair full time. I I feel like I'm cheating on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I was trained a certain way, right? I was trained how to do the grid properly, proper application technique. We got a lot of people. Let's go here. I'm gonna go here. I was gonna wait, but I ain't gonna wait. We got a lot of people that don't want to pay what it's worth. So I'm standing on my feet 16, 17 hours doing micro grades the right way, not the block way. I'm standing on my feet, working with my hands, doing what I got to do to make it look so wonderful and beautiful for you. So you don't have to come to the salon. Sometimes if you take care of it properly and you handle the halo correctly, you don't have to come back and see me for 6 to 9 months, right? Why you feel like you can go to YouTube University?
Oh, they killing me with it.
And how is that impacting your bottom line as a salon owner?
That is it's horrible. It is
Yeah.
literally horrible. You have, like you said, the YouTube University, and people that want to tell you, well, I seen this on YouTube, or the girl on YouTube did it like this. And me being me, they know me.
All right, folks, here's what we're going to do. We are going to pause this one here, and we're going to share this on our page a little bit later. We're going to tag What are you doing? Say hi to the folks, honey.
What's going on, y'all?
He trying to sound like a man. Go on somewhere. Go on.
That's my
Stop, KJ. Stay, Kevin. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. All right. For those of you all who have donated, we wanted to definitely let you know we appreciate you. Okay. That's first and foremost. We thank you so much. Let me see how I can get up out of here. Let me see. We exit out, remove from stream. There we go. I think I got it. Awesome. We did it. All right. So I understand there was a slight lag. Not sure why that was. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. So if you all want to see the full video, it will air on Monday on Brownstone Worldwide on YouTube and also on BWTV on brownstoneworldwide.com. Y'all, I'm getting my macaroni and cheese. It's almost ready to put in the oven so we can bake down. We got these ribs. Is it stinking in here, y'all? Oh, now he don't want to say nothing. You smell good? Okay. All right. Some of y'all muted though, I think. Yep, you are. Let me unmute you. So if you're talking, it's storming here. So it can't because they chose to mute. Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. To me, it said it's probably because of the rain. It's got us a little thrown off just a little bit. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to share this information because I wanted to give a shout out to those of you all who have started donating. Let me go ahead and put this back on the screen here. The QR code to donate. No dollar amount is too small. No dollar amount is too small. We're going to go ahead and let you guys get that in your spirit.
They got these computers that can smell now.
So computers can smell now, y'all. Did y'all know that? So
we don't want to tune in once those hit the stage.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have to do that. I'm putting some extra cheese on here, y'all. Now, what else do we have at a block party? I got questions because I got questions about what kind of food should we expect at a block party? Because I know sisters actually are preparing food.
Absolutely. So we're going to have charcuterie boxes, with protein in it, and some olives and things of that nature. We're also going to have a dessert, a banana pudding. You gotta have banana pudding. We're going to do meatballs, chicken salad. What am I missing? Meatballs, chicken salad, pasta salad, as well. We want to keep it light because we want people to move around and mix and mingle and network. So we don't want them to eat macaroni and cheese and sit down. It's cheese kind of make want to take a nap. So we want to try to keep it light.
Okay, that sounds like that's going to be a lot of fun. So is there anything else that we can expect? Because I know that you said that you ladies had a block party theme for the fashion show.
Absolutely. So if you think about a neighborhood,
Mhm.
and you think about when you used to see on the Cosby Show, you used to see them sitting on the stoop.
Yep.
You saw the foyer in the house. You know,
Yep.
the neighborhood has a corner. It has a corner
Mhm.
store. You know,
Yep.
you remember, and I know the people in Central Georgia, particularly in the Griffin area. You know,
Yep.
you had the parties that used to be at the gyms, like the
Mhm.
we used to call it the PYCC. We used to have the fashion shows
Mhm.
at Fairmont. You know, we're
Mhm.
going back to those things. So each
Yes.
one of those different areas located in the neighborhood is
Yeah.
um, is a scene in the show, and the
I love
clothing
it.
will mirror, you know, what the scene of that particular part of the neighborhood.
Okay.
And of course,
Okay.
every neighborhood has a rec center, right? So we have to have a
Mhm.
rec center dance.
Yep.
And then the grand finale is the block party part of the fashion show, where we're gonna,
Uh-huh.
you know, put some fits on and make sure that they look the
Okay.
part of the, you know, of the block party.
Got
So
it. Got it.
each scene, the music would coincide with the clothing, and you know, for
Mhm.
example, we gonna, I don't want to tell too much, but we have a
Okay.
block. The block, we gotta go
Perfect.
make the music be about the block. So
Yeah.
a lot of great things with, you know, some of the old school music mixed with the new school
Mhm.
music. So we're
Mhm.
gonna cater to all generations as much as possible.
Okay. I love it. Oh, oh, the
Mhm.
steam from the ribs hit me in the face, y'all. All right, so the macaroni and cheese is in. We got pound cake ready to go. Done. Y'all, this has been a feat to cook this in 3 hours. So, okay. So, Tamia, you are here. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, good, good to see you again. So listen, we shared a little bit of the show that is going to air on Monday
Uh-huh.
with our audience here and with the other ladies of Excel Central Georgia. So I'm just curious, how was your interview? You
It
did
was
really well,
awesome. It was
okay?
amazing.
Okay, and you're one of the vendors, right?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm in the show.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What? What?
I'm, I'm in the show. I'm in the
You're in the
fashion
show.
show.
Okay, okay, excellent. Now
Yeah.
you were talking about in your interview, you talked about having two businesses. You have the boutique and you have the cosmetology. You have the cosmetology division.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
your boutique is what's going to be in the fashion show. So what kind of clothes do you sell?
Oh, I sell a little bit of everything. They call me the one-stop shop. I have
Okay.
everything from, if something you want to wear for brunch,
Yeah.
church, business attire, your streetwear, your
Mm-hmm.
everyday just want to be cute and chill,
Okay.
your sexy club attire. I have a little bit of everything, literally.
Okay. Okay. I love it. I
Yes, and
love it.
from small to plus size.
Okay, okay. And so now, are you in Griffin? Is your store in Griffin, Georgia? Is it in another state? Where are you
No,
located?
I'm actually in St. Louis, Missouri.
Ah, okay,
Excuse
okay.
my little baby, y'all. He mom
It's
me to death.
okay. He's a baby. That's what babies do. So I'm curious. How did you connect with X Health Central Georgia for this event?
Sister Tatanya is my sister. Look, that's my sister from another mother.
Okay, okay.
We are both power divas with Power to Excel, and we just instantly, when we met years back, we just instantly clicked, and fashion was like our biggest thing.
Okay,
And
okay.
everybody was so touched by both our wardrobes, so it just became a thing.
I love it. Okay, and how long have you been with Power to Exhale?
Since 2019.
Really?
Yep, 2019.
Okay, and why did you join Power to Exhale?
Oh, some young ladies, actually two twins, came into my boutique, and they were telling me that they were going. And in the midst of that, I was sitting there listening to a sermon by Michael Tide, and I was
Mhm.
asking God to just bring me around people and women that were like-minded like me, and they came in talking about they were going to Atlanta to the Power to Exhale Summit, and I didn't know nothing about it, and they were like, we follow you on Facebook, you look like you will love something like this, we listen to your lives, you encourage us, we know that you need to be a part of this. So they made me actually pull out my phone, they made me start following, I started looking into it, and I just felt like a fire burning in my body. And I got home and I couldn't sleep. And I told my husband, I said, this man gonna think I'm crazy because I'm about to tell him that I'm driving to Atlanta with people I don't know because I'm going to this thing. And I told him about it, and he was like, baby, if God told you you need to go, then you need to go. And when I went, it was mind blowing and life changing for me. And I've been a port since.
Wow.
Yes.
And so you packed your bags and moved on to Beverly.
Yep. The next day, the very next day,
wow. Wait. You didn't wait. You was just like,
nope. God told me I needed to be there in the room. He was gonna put me in the room around people and places where he needed me to be. And I'm that person, like when God talks to me, I move. I don't care how crazy it sounds, how crazy it look, I move. So I packed them bags and I got on that highway and I drove down there.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's what you call faith.
Yes, ma'am.
My goodness. And so I'm gonna open this to the panel since you ladies are still here. First of all, I appreciate you all for being here, because right now I would probably be tap dancing, right? To kind of, I don't think y'all understand. But when I say I'd probably be tap dancing, I would have probably brought out the mic by now. So I'm curious. Let's talk about faith, because that seems to be a running theme when I'm talking to sisters who are a part of Power to Exhale. Are we, would you say, maybe that's not the right way to put it. How does your faith impact the things that you do when it comes to Power to Exhale, Exhale Central Georgia, this upcoming event, and your life? Let's start with Alexia.
How does it impact my life?
Yeah.
It impact my life because it's a blessing to me to be around like-minded women. Satanya is a blessing to me. She uplifts me. She encourages me. The other women, they're blessings.
Yeah.
They uplift you. Tammy, she calls, she check on you.
Yeah.
If you need somebody, they're gonna be there for you. You know, it's a sisterhood. So I'm just blessed to have those women in my life.
Right.
So, when it was presented to me, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Sometimes, you don't you don't want to be a part of something, especially with a lot of women, because you be like, oh Lord, women trauma, you know what I'm saying? But this group, they bless me.
I love it.
They and I look forward to the outings. I look forward to the gatherings because we're gonna talk business. We're gonna talk empowering. We're gonna talk uplifting. So yeah, and when you quiet, that Satanya Payne gonna call you and be like, "What's going on?"
Yes.
So I can't say Satanya, that's my girl.
All right.
She gonna make sure that you okay.
All right. Okay.
So this group it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
I love it. I love to hear that. And thank you so much for being transparent and open about that. We're talking about our faith and the impact that being a part of this organization has done to grow your faith. So up next, I'm going to ask Miss Keita.
Well, as far as part of my faith, I've always had strong faith. As this organization, being a part of this organization, just daily, we can log on to Facebook and on the page or even throughout my timeline, there's always encouragement from other sisters in our chapter and in other chapters. So that, and just knowing that, whenever we're able to help someone, I think a lot of times they may have the mindset of they're really not going to help me. They're not going to be able to do anything. But when they actually see, my thing, ye of little faith, as long as you got the faith the size of a mustard seed, then, all things are possible. So that's just just a little bit. I'm gonna stop right there. But that's just a little bit. It's just a great thing to be a part of an organization that really empowers. There's no drama. There's no mess. That's not something that we do. It's always encouragement and uplifting. So yeah, it helps with your faith.
I love that. I love it. All right, who we got next? Let's see. So Tanya, how has it impacted your faith?
I'm gonna try to get through this because Alessia don't mess me up.
Oh.
So we all been raised up in the church, and it's expected to have a relationship with God. But when you really develop that relationship with God, He gives you your purpose, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna say, when my current pastor came to our church, he gave us this book by Rick Warren, Purpose Driven Life. And within that 30 days, I knew that I was over, praise team, choir. I've done all that, but I still felt like I hadn't done what I was supposed to do. And when we started, and I told you guys it started with like the group that we started traveling together. And I talked to them about it. I said, I don't know where this is going, but this is not it. It's something that's about to happen, and I didn't know, and it was frightening to me because I'm one of those people that used to being in control. I kind of plan things. I know what's going to happen next, and I talked to them and I shared with them we went glamping actually, and I said, I don't know why. I don't know why me. And I know what He's about to do, but God's about to change something for us. And it was, I told you right after that, they said they wanted to go to the beach. And I started looking I wanted to do carnival. So I said, Trinidad, let's go. And that's how I became introduced to Power Towards Hell. But when immediately, as I mentioned earlier, when we were at the worship service and it's like Leandria Johnson was singing in my face, I knew that this is what I had been toiling about, and because I didn't feel like I was in my purpose serving in those roles in the church. So for me, Power Towards Hell is now about connecting my spiritual life and beliefs with my purpose, which is fulfilling. And so with that, I protect it with everything in me. And that's just where I am. So when you have that, who wouldn't go 110%?
Right.
Who wouldn't reach out when a part of the chain is missing, or He'll let you know when somebody needs you to call. When they need to hear from you, He will let you know that when you following in your purpose. And that's why it's just fulfilling for me, so fulfilling for me, because I know now I'm walking in my purpose. So
yes. I love it. Look at that. You made it. You made it.
I did.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's an encouragement overall. And I'll go last, but Definitely, Tamia, how has your faith been impacted by being a part of this organization?
Oh, wow. It has really took my faith to another level, with just different experiences I have had with
Mhm,
the group, and my sisters, I call them my aunties all over the world.
mhm,
God told me in 2019 when them girls walked in there, I was really coming out of a dark place. I had a daughter, and she, after I pushed her out, she passed away. So I was trying to really get through that process, and
mhm,
process of just getting married. We were opening a new location of the store, which is
mhm,
where they met me. And I was looking for something deeper, and I wasn't getting it around the people that I was around. And I was like,
mhm,
Lord, please put me around people and places. And God told me, I'm going to put you around people in the right room with the right people in the right places, that's
mhm,
going to get you to where I need you to be spiritually and just in every area of my life. And when I said God has been doing that with
mhm.
Charlotte, and her testimonies are amazing. She's amazing. All my other sisters I have met, Satanya, like I just love her. Like I've been knowing her my whole entire life.
Aw,
Um, it's just everybody, Keitha and all of you ladies, like y'all really give me so much encouragement. I'm always the encourager and the strong person here at home with
yeah,
people here. And it's like that person needs other people too. And Power to Excel they give me that. They give me
absolutely.
that. Yes.
I love it. Y'all, this is so where my where the church fans at? Where the hold on, I think hold up, wait, don't play with me. Listen, I might just have one. Bam, right there, because it's done got hot in here. So listen, I'll tell how my faith has been impacted. So um I was invited, I joined. Let me back up and let me rewind. I moved to this area 7 years ago. And my daughter was in the Griffin High School band. She came here to be in the band. She wanted to play in a band, and I was trying to keep her in it. And so they had this wonderful program, and so that's why I met Satanya. And you were one of the boosters, is that right? Was that a booster? Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Okay, so you were one of the boosters, and you and several other ladies were helping to put things together for the students and to help raise money. And you were always very inclusive of me, even though I was new to the city. Y'all, I didn't know anybody. The only thing I knew was my two children had just started in a new city, and I had to get them somewhere. And so every event, everything that went on, you included everybody. And then when you invited me to be a part of this organization, one thing that I know is this organization is actually one of the, outside of working Brownstone Worldwide full time, this is ultimately what I'm doing, and to be included and to be invited to the things that are happening in this community, and not being looked at like, who is that? I don't trust her. I don't think I want her to be a part of what we're doing. I've never ever ever felt that way being around you ladies. And bringing my daughter, we were having prayer every day here at the house, going through family things and making sure that everybody is strong in their faith. And I took her with me to allow her to see that everybody is going through something, and to have that prayer session, and for her to pour into somebody else and me to pour into somebody else, even when life is lifing, let me know that we're all connected, no matter where we're from. It doesn't matter. And to feel included and to be a part of that. And I even got up and stood up and told my story. I had just been laid up from a job, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I was running things. And so my faith has truly been tested. But what has really, even I'm going to go here and tell my real truth, even in raising our portion of the funds has been a challenge. But I'm standing strong in my faith and making sure that we get to where we need to go. So I just wanted to say I appreciate each and every one of you all for having your arms open, not knowing me from a can of paint, and saying, come on, sis, join us and be a part of what we have here. And y'all aren't bothered, because most times, you know how most women can be. Girl, I want her to be a part of what we do.
If you were pen and paint, what color?
A can of paint. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's he asked if I were a can of paint, what color would I be? So yes, I just had to share that. I wanted to know what your thoughts and feedback was on that. The last thing that we're going to do is since we're at the top of the hour, clearly we're going to end before 11 o'clock. But what I want you guys to know is this has been amazing. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your evening because you could be doing anything. Y'all, it's Friday. Okay. Johnny Kemp just sang. Okay. Just got paid. It's Friday night. Okay. And so you could be doing anything, but you chose to spend your evening here with me. And that makes me feel like I could make it through the night. Because y'all, I've been working all week long, like we all have. And I'm standing on my feet. And I'm like, Lord, I'm tired. I have not. And I still got to work when I leave. But I'm saying this has helped me a lot to get through this. And I'm determined to do it one more time before the actual event. So all y'all businesses out there, we coming for you. Now, the last thing that I want to do is share a snippet. And we're going to share what's for brunch with Tanya Payne, Power Divas to Tanya Payne, and Nikita Carter. And their show. Now, what I will say is it may be a slight lag, but we're going to pray that it is not. And we're going to play like 5 minutes of it, so we're not taking up the rest of you all's evening. But before we do that, let me share with you. Cullen is wearing out the chat with songs. I need y'all to know that. And let's see. Here's the link, guys. If you want to donate to the scholarship fund for Excel Central Georgia, where we are raising funds to send two young ladies to college, or at least to support the efforts of that and offset some of that worry and that cost. Go ahead and scan that QR code right there so that you can get that shout out, because that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to put you in the magazine too. We're going to have like a little segment for those of you all who have donated. Okay. No donation is too small, so don't feel bad if you don't have $1 million laying around just lovingly waiting for us to scoop up. Okay.
I only have 999.
You only have okay. So you give us that, bro. Give it to us. All right. So let me go ahead and let's see if we can find this video file so that we can share with you guys some of the stuff we talked about. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. All right, ladies, take a look.
Okay. She got kicked out, so she's coming back in. I think she's gonna have to just go ahead and post them.
I'm gonna log off. I'm finna go get me something to eat with my children.
Okay. Have a good evening.
Evening, y'all.
I try to, but if I'm busy.
Here she go.
I'm finna fight. Yes, we're going to post them. So listen, don't worry. These are actually going to air next week. So Tamia is going to be on Monday, and Satanya and Keitha, your show actually airs on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday at 11 o'clock. So you guys are going to be good there. So people will still get an opportunity to see it. If you don't mind waiting, girl, listen, we can definitely do that. I'm not sure why it's not allowing me. It's trying to kick me out. And I'm terrified to try it again. Let me try it one more time. So y'all can see at least a couple minutes. And then we're gonna wrap up. And I'm a part of Brownstone Worldwide. Listen, I'm excited because today we have a special What's for Brunch. We're going to be talking. And there we are. So I'm back. I decided to come on my phone. Listen, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pop back in here, and I'm going to leave it alone, and we're going to schedule this, and we're going to put this out. There we go. No, I'm going to. Guys, next week. And give you all an opportunity to see it next week. So Tanya, you and Keitha have already seen yours. Tamia, I'm going to send you yours as well. Okay. And y'all know what? Y'all want to see what I cook, or are y'all ready to wrap it up? Because by all accounts, we had an amazing evening. This has been good. I'm going to exit out. Okay, there we go. Y'all tell me. Huh?
Sounds like a reggae party.
Sounds like a reggae party.
It's actually the weather is not very good here. I know that.
Right. That's what this is. So I'm okay with ending it here right now. I'm going to post pictures of the food. Is there anything else that anybody wants to say before we wrap it up?
Just again, I'll thank the ladies for joining us tonight, and continuing with our mission to make sure this goes forward. Doing a great job for the young ladies that we're going to award their scholarships. My sister T, she know I love her. She's just one of those people, you feel like you've known all your life, like you have that sister somewhere else. That's her. And she's right. We've been joined at the hip since we met. And finally, but definitely not least, Brownstone Worldwide, the whole team, you guys are just great. I feel like it's like a sister and a brother that we just never knew we had. So I'm looking forward. I'm definitely looking forward to the block party. I know we have some work to do, but I think it's going to be a great, awesome night. So I just hope that everyone takes the time to come out. If you can't get a ticket, definitely go ahead and make the donations. We appreciate them. We're going to definitely do something positive for the young ladies. So that's it.
Absolutely. Anyone else have anything they want to say before we wrap for the evening?
I do. I appreciate you, ladies. I love y'all. Thank you, Brownstone Magazine, for the opportunity. The interview was awesome. Me and Miss Paula, it was like,
we had a good time.
And I just love you all. I'm excited about coming down there on the 3rd, and I'm gonna hang out for a couple of days along with the show. And I'm just excited about what God is doing. I'm excited.
Amen. I love it. All right. Miss Keitha, you have anything you want to say?
I just want to say that I'm excited about the block party. I'm ready.
Okay.
I will probably be running around because I'm going to be taking pictures too. So I'm just excited and ready to get started with it.
All right. And Cullen, what about you, sir?
Yes, I just want to say that I'm excited to meet you ladies. Excited about the block party. I love the stories. Can't wait to meet you in person, and let's keep getting these donations and everybody again, donate if you can. If you can't go, still buy some tickets and donate them. So we can get this money up.
That's right. That's right. We're going to share that QR code once again with you guys. If you want to purchase tickets, there's the bit.ly link right there. We're going to be sharing this throughout the rest of the week. And also, I know that our team is going to be cutting this up and sharing this all over the place. So you guys, if you want to share it, if you cannot donate, just feel free to share this on your page and let other people know exactly what it is that we're doing. We're really excited. And listen, I know it's late in the evening. I still got work to do. So I am going to leave with the 3 things that I always tell every single show before we wrap. 1, love your life. It's the only one that you have. 2, live your life to the fullest and embrace everything that is your life, because one day you're not going to be here. You might as well enjoy what you have. And lastly, breathe through every single moment, because 1 breath becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes a day, becomes a week, becomes months, becomes years, becomes your life. All right, everybody. I'll see you around in these internet streets. Thanks so much for hanging out with us for the virtual telethon block party. And get ready for August 4th, where you're going to get ready to have some good old funky time with the most of us here at Exhale Central Georgia. You all enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you around. Have a great night.